treat black people like animals. When a new black member comes in here and they see the mountains of just disparaging liberal racism.
Are we
just
done?
ban that guy?
Yep. This isn't
Wait, he's banned? Okay.
This is just some.
Oh
This is the
god.
dumbest shit I've
No,
ever heard.
I'm not gonna beat the
Maybe
racism allegations.
able to get that.
Yeah,
No,
like, hold
no,
on,
that's
like,
that's why you need to be here. I'm black.
That was
that's
unnecessary.
crazy.
Like, why would you do that?
Who are the other micro celebrities that have to go?
I guess you could ban me too.
Oh.
Later.
Me and my friends got really sick of like debate bro VCs that are very prevalent in your server, which I mean, it makes sense because you have a debate server and shit. But we got tired of that. We started to chill in rooms together, and we would chill in rooms together. A particular group of people would come in to like stir with us and start with us. And we didn't really take no mind to it because like this is the internet, that happens. It just turned into roasting and cracking jokes and making memes of people. But in that, we called them cornballs. And they said that like cornball was a slur for white people, or at least they tried to say that, which was weird. And they like continued to come into rooms we were in and start with us. They would change their name to like the Racist Advisory Board and say shit like when we would come into VCs, like, what the is this, the Million Man March? Or literally say out loud, like, I want to sow dissent during Black History Month. Like, and I sent you screenshots.
Amongst the black community, yeah. So Solus also sent you an email with a few of the screenshots that we taken over time. But yeah, like there was an individual that ended up telling Solus, going over like how Solus doesn't have a dad because Solus deleted a meme. I mean, Solus did insult the guy,
we got into a back and forth.
Back and forth.
Wait, hold on. Let me finish this. So we got into a back and forth.
Just trying to make friends.
That led to them saying something.
What do we do about this?
It was weird, but I say that to say like, what started off is like y'all like to debate, we like to chill, was turned into some racial shit in a very weird way, and our answer to that was just to leave the server. Like, it's the internet, there's other places to be, right? But when we did that, that group of people started to say that they made us run to the black Discord. Like, we had this like safe haven black Discord for black people, which we didn't. But not only are we not a black group, more importantly, we don't have a black Discord. It was just weird. It was like, I don't know why. And we had motherfuckers asking us for an invite to the black Discord. Like, we had an underground railroad out of DGG for black people. It was weird. Like, I didn't understand what the was going on. But we didn't really care at that point. Like, we were mad, but we didn't give a shit. But the beef became that one of your regs started to really go hard on regging transphobia. And that rubbed us the wrong way, because that same reg, when confronted with the shit that was happening to us, they just dismissed it as racial drama. And that rubbed people the wrong way, because it's like, when it's something transphobic, rightfully so, you're on it. But when it's something that's racist, you throw your hands up and say, I don't know what to do with this. And that like persisted for a long time. It led to this big spat that happened between us and another group of users, where they posted this picture with their shirt off, throwing up the black power fist. They say it was some of them say it was a joke, some of them say it was genuine, but just given the history we had with them, with the bullshit that they were doing, it was like, it looked away, and it was like the last straw for us. Anyway, we had a big spat with them about it. Nothing really came of it as far as reg action. We just argued, we yelled, there was a beef, and no one did anything about it, so we just left it there.
Okay.
I had a hold on. So, and then I had a situation where there was an individual in there. We were having a conversation about like, he wanted to have this debate with some black people about Armenians. It's very specific.
What he said exactly was Armenians had it harder for black
Amazing.
people in LA in the 90s.
And then so we ended up having that debate, which ended up me getting called the N-word with the hard R. At the time, I didn't know how the reg system worked, so I went and got the reg. I went into the VC and got it, and then everybody dogpiled the channel, right? And since then, there's a person that you know too, that's been on your debate panels, who knows this guy, and there's the person that called me, Mika is his name, who called me the N-word with a hard R, has went from not saying it to, even in that conversation, says he just says it with his friends, to admitting to a mutual friend between me and you, Steven, that he did say it, but he would never say the hard R, to now just kind of bragging about it.
And it was the alpha shit. That shit was irritating too. I was in your server, and there was this young lady this trans woman who like would just sexually harass me for months. And she admitted that in like a room full of 50 people, and we went to get the regs, and they literally were just like, I'm not gonna get involved. And we had to go call a friend who was a previous reg, and he had to like work his magic to get her banned. And again, shit like that made us upset, because it was like, bro, this happens, there's a response. Like if something's said that's transphobic, it gets banned, rightfully so. If people do shit that's racist, if I name myself the racist advisory board and I'm with a group of black users and I'm saying out loud that I want to sow dissent during Black History Month, nothing is done. It was a thing of like we didn't care until we saw the disparity in how groups were treated, if that makes any sense. Like you give a shit about this, but you don't give a shit about that.
And my place is there's like other Discord servers out there that where the N word is in free reign, right? Like you could say they got freedom of speech there, God gang, politics roughly, stuff like that, right? These places have black communities. You could go to these Discords right now. There's gonna be black people in there, N words being thrown around. Politics has two channels dedicated to black users, the Stow and Black Thought have black users there. You would be hard pressed. Nobody from the people, Destiny. I got 20 members, right, that had left your Discord to come just because they wanted to hang around urban people or just people that aren't going to bring race up around them or try to tell them that they're stupid because they're black or try to lead them into a debate because they're stupid because they're black. Um, you'd be hard pressed to find that community, a black community in your Discord.
What
And
you think?
me
You think
personally,
it is doesn't exist here, but they leave and they go to the politics Discord server,
no, well, for in your instance, they come to us. They
and
hear
you
about
guys
That
us.
whole
have
They
Black
hear,
Discord shit
yeah,
really
they
did
hear about,
solidify that.
yeah,
Like,
they hear about the Black Discord, where Black DGG members can go, and then they'll hit me or Solus up for that invite. Um, so it ends up coming down like, and me and Solus kicked it in there tough in your Discord. You talk to Abba. Like I started watching you because a friend told me I could learn a little bit more from you back in October. Realized that me and you are a lot of the same. We're both the same age and kind of assholes sometimes. And then you started watching Abba, which I was like, oh, okay, I like this the way this dude thinks. So while you were starting to bring on black members, I started noticing more black members come in there. And I was just like, my thought process is about if you're going to be having all these people that are very prolific and inspire black thought, and they want to come here and talk to people that may, because you have homies like that, try to develop that same kind of relationship. You know what I'm saying? They get denied that very quick because they hop into the first debate room. And I've had since that panel, I've had people go in there. That one guy, they just did this on their own, right? They went in there, but they came back and told me, I'm like, yeah, absolutely, 100%. Doobie has a mod named NTB, who this is where I got really upset because NTB just sounds like a Southern black woman, right? And they jumped on her ass super fucking quick, like super Southern, right? They made an excuse saying that, oh, we just thought she was drunk or she was just not educated enough to be in here. And you just run into this shit all the time, and it just gets tiring, dog. It's
wait. People
horrible.
actually said we don't think she's educated enough to be in a Discord room.
That was relayed to me.
you would be surprised the shit they say.
Yes.
Do you think they said this because she's black or just because she had a heavy Southern accent?
Shit.
I don't know.
It could be.
It could be either or. I guess, right?
Yo, motherfucker told me, one of the regs told me that they genuinely feel like they just don't know how to reg racism. You know, it's shit like that where you just be like, Steven, the question I wanted to ask you, right? And I'm glad, because I wanted to have a conversation with you about this. As a black person entering one of your communities, right? I've been black for 21 years straight, right? Like I've missed a fucking day. Like I'm used to like little pot shot bullshit, but like I always thought going into a DGG server that like goofy shit like that wouldn't happen. But the response I seem to get from the community in the server is more so like, this is just DGG. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to get that, like, kind of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 lobby energy a lot of the times. You just got to suck it up and take it, which I don't give a shit about, right? If that's the case, then I just won't be there. That's what we did. But at the same time, it seems to be that for other groups, it's not like that, right? There's literally, if I'm not mistaken, it's a forbidden rule to talk about certain trans issues, like in the rule book. If you bring them up, it's like an ixnay. I've seen people get regged if they call a woman a bitch too many times in a heated debate. You know what I'm saying? Which is fine. You should do that. But it seems like that kind of level of, okay, don't do this to this group doesn't exist for black folks. And I want to ask you, like, just to get your thoughts on it. Like, as a black person entering one of your communities, what should you expect?
All right. Let me prepare my statement so I can lose the rest of my black fans out of my Discord. This is just don't laugh, okay? I'm not joking. This is the impression that I get, okay? And I could be totally wrong, because what do I know? I'm white and I don't spend that much on my Discord.
You're good, go ahead.
Oftentimes, when people approach me with like racial issues from my server, honest to God, a lot of it feels like normal shit that goes on a Discord server with all users, but because it's black people involved, it's like elevated to like a new thing. So for instance, when you say that thing about like, oh, they said this one black woman, this black Southern woman was uneducated, and you're like, maybe it's because she was black. Every time I just did a viewer call like a week ago, and I think one of the guys in was like a little bit drunk, and he had a very Southern accent, and everybody was making incest jokes and everything about this guy. But it had nothing to do with him being white or a guy. It was because he had a thick Southern accent. I think everybody in my chat remembers that guy. So like, and then I hear like a lot of complaints will pop up. So you just said, if you call a woman a bitch too many times, you get banned. I have a very hard time believing, based on the bans that I see fly in my Discord, that you could go into a server and call a black person the N-word multiple times and not get banned from the server either. There's no way that's the case, because I would feel like I would get way more complaints if that happened. Like even that N-word thing that you complained about with that Armenian dude, because I did look into that issue a little bit afterwards.
He got kicked. Yeah.
No, it wasn't that. It's that when he said the N-word, supposedly, now this might be my fault, but when I heard you guys say that initially, I thought he said this in like a room full of fucking people, and I'm like, damn, this guy's calling you guys a hard R, and he's not gonna ban my server. That's fucked. But when I talked to my regs about it, I think they told me that when he said that, it was supposedly just
with 4 people.
Yeah, there were just like 1 or 2 other people in that room, and then afterwards, nobody heard him say the hard R. It was always with the soft A, so it was a bit different. So, and I don't know if we can ban people if it's just like one person says somebody says something, because obviously that turns into a massive shit show immediately. If one person can report something said in a room with 2 people and get somebody like perma-banned from a server. So I don't know, like I'm curious, like if you want to go like 1 or 2 issues at a time where you're like, this shit was racist and I don't know why it wasn't banned, we can do that. But I feel like I always get like a flurry of issues where it's like racial issues are always really hard to moderate, and I can't tell if it's just not moderated well enough or if black people in Discord servers like call for an extra level of sensitivity that like any other person wouldn't get. Because something I will say too is and I would put money on this, we're gonna big reverse racism card. I think if a black person went into this Discord server with like a French or a Scottish or a Quebecois accent and was treated that way, I think they would scream racism immediately. Because I have gone into these rooms sometimes on another account and listen, and anytime somebody has a goofy, I shouldn't say goofy, but has like a European accent, these people always get roasted immediately for it because they sound stupid and people make fun of it and blah, 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 blah. But I don't know, that's just I could be totally wrong on all of that. These are all just like light impressions I get, yeah.
Yeah, because like
Can I say something real quick? Because me and a homie was talking about this shit, and it was like, because we like relayed exactly what happened. I was like, if during the Holocaust Memorial Month, I named myself the Nazi Advisory Board and said out loud as I was shit stirring with Jewish users, I want to sow dissent into the Jewish community here. And when they showed up, right, when they would come into rooms, I would say shit like, what the is this, Auschwitz? That's not okay. That would be regged instantly. That wouldn't be okay to do. But the black version of that happened and no one did anything. And usually what I'm saying, like the response you get from people in your server and we're like, yo, bro, I think that's fucked up. Like, I'm not cool with that person. The shit isn't a joke. Even if it is a joke, what's the joke? I want to fuck with black people.
Yeah, let's talk let's talk about that issue. So tell me exactly what happened on this.
Okay, all right. So the person named J Boss. Me and J Boss had a back and forth that Majin was talking about before, and I think I posted a meme that was like on the edge of the rules as far as nudity. I think it like had an animal's penis in it or some shit like that. And the regs were telling me like basically like, soulless, hey man, you're on the line, don't do that. He took a lot of offense to it. Me and him got into a spat about it. I told him to suck my dick with his dead grandmother's lips, which is pretty aggressive, right? But I don't like this person. We said a lot of shit. We said a lot of shit to each other. Good. His immediate response was, "Joke's on you. My grandma loves black guys." And I was like, "What the? Why did we? I was like,
okay, wait. Why is that? What the fuck? You said I want your grandma to put her lips. I want your grandma to suck my dick.
No.
Dead grandma.
No.
I want your dead grandma to
He's
suck
not done.
my
He's not done. There was more.
Okay, sure. I just want to keep track. So far, I think that's
no.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
That's what I'm about to say. So he said that, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? I think I said something to the effect like, what the fuck did their grandfather think? And he was like, well, you don't even know your father, and he got regged for that. And we had a conversation about that. I was like, you know what, bro? What I said to you was past the line. I shouldn't have done that, right? And I'm not cool with racism. Like, if I talk to you about something, that's just me. Like, if I talk to you about something personal with you, I don't think you should necessarily go to somebody's race. But, it's a roll in the mud thing. So, you know what? My bad. We pieced it up. That was that. But then, after that, when this whole shit started with these two groups of people, he was the person that changed his name to the Racist Advisory Board. When we would come into rooms, he would say shit like, what the fuck is this, the Million Man March? While shit stirring with us, he would say, I want to sow dissent during the Black History Month. Like, it's a
Okay,
it's a thing of like,
wait, one at a time. Okay, so he named himself the Racism Advisory Board in Discord. This guy is white, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then he said, I'm going to sow dissent during Black History Month.
Yeah.
Did he say that like in a voice chat, or did he?
Oh no,
Said
we
it
got
on-
we
no,
sent
I
you an
sent
email.
It's literally in that email. It's in the screenshots. I can send it to your DMs right now if you want it.
Yeah, DM me right now. I'm curious.
Got you.
I'm gonna add you.
But
as a friend.
in that case, it was more so of a thing of like, really how I felt about that. I was like, what the f-? Like, we literally just pieced this up. Like, you said something racist to me earlier, and we pieced it up. Why the fuck you-
Wait, I want to do thing by thing because when it ever comes to Discord drama, timelines and actual evidence.
Timelines
are really
matter. You're right.
important.
You're right. I got you.
So I added you because it sounded like when he made that other joke about you not knowing your dad or whatever, which if we're gonna bring up family and shit, I don't know if I even consider that overline, but it sounds like he did get regged for that one, so that's
Oh,
okay.
fuck. I can't. I gotta. You gotta. No, you said you did send me a friend request. Okay, here you go. And.
Also, wait, is this guy still in the Discord?
Yes.
Yeah, he's still being
He's
there
trying to be
sometimes.
one of your regs right now.
Yeah. Me and him had a big spat about this again. I don't know. It was weird.
Okay. Is this the Million Man March? We will sow dissent during Black History Month. Okay. What is the context of him making these statements?
So the Million Man March thing was just us coming into a room, and the Soul Descent one. I think that was if I'm not mistaken. That's when Cal was drunk, and we were trying to get him to calm the fuck down, and they were like shit stirring with him and making him angry.
Trying to
and
get
angry and
him
shit.
banned because Kyle was drunk, and then trying to lead him
So yeah,
down.
one of the
like,
homies was drunk, and we were like trying to get him to calm down and leave because who the fuck, like you know what I'm saying, like your friend's drunk, you want them to not make a fucker of themselves, right? And then they kept shit stirring with him, and then they said, "I want to sow dissent during Black History Month." Like that was the context of that.
Jesus fucking Christ. What is this? Hold on. Message edited. It's a long story, but TLDR. Back in Black History Month this year, me and a group of users were chilling. Did you write this message? I see it's like a bot message.
No, it's not a bot message. It's just my shitty writing.
I'm sorry. When I say a bot message, what I mean is that like it's a message that was posted by my bot, but I don't know if this was like a moderation message or what. We left
I sent you an
DGG
email.
to go to our. No, I'm reading. I'm sorry. I'm just in my Discord logs. Bernard has a huge message that I think is from you or something. We left DGG to go to our homies' WoW server. They labeled that server the Black Discord and started saying we had a Black Discord, purposely annoying us out of VCs and saying shit like we made them run to their Black Discord, sending other users asking us for an invite to this fictional safe haven for Black DGers that doesn't exist. Did you write this, or is this something a mod wrote for me?
probably a mod. That
I
doesn't
sent
sound
you
like
a-
the email.
I sent the email. Are you reading your email right
Nope. I said it's a message from my
And Bernard.
mod.
No, that's not it.
now?
That's,
I
it's
don't.
close.
I might. Did I? I don't think. I think I sent that in an email.
In
'Cause I've had this-
parentheses, mind you, we aren't a black group, nor do we ever try to be, nor do we have a black Discord. All of this shit was done and made up by a group of MFs that swear they ain't racist. LOL. The time we
Oh
did
yeah,
were-
no. Wait. I think I understand what happened. So that email is something that like I have been working on for a minute. I sent the email. The email is the final version of it. I think that's the rough draft. I don't have fuck that. I don't remember sending that to you, but yeah, that's the email. But I think that's like the previous version of it. Does it have a bunch of files attached to it?
No, this is just a message from my.
Yeah, no,
Bernard.
that's not. Yeah, that's the rough draft version of it. The other one, the email, the one that you're like the real version, the one you're reading, that's in your email.
Oh, I think you posted this message in general voice.
I did.
Yeah, you must have. Yeah, yeah, because Manhattan Slayer or Silver asked you who's the racist.
What the fuck? I don't remember posting.
It was
that in
probably the
general.
first day when you were like.
He said,
when,
"Shout out to
when
all
we-
the newer users saying these issues were exclusively black. Gotta rep them advisory boards." Ooh, you got a lot of history with this guy, I guess.
Souls, can you drop that in the Discord Destiny's Room chat with what he's looking at right now?
What, the email?
I just looked up
Yeah.
"so dissent" in my
Hey,
Discord.
I got you. I'll fucking, I got you. I can send there's like the email and then there's a bunch of files attached to it, but I'll send you, I got you right now. Let me find this motherfucker.
We got a bunch of files, Steven. Like a bunch. It's not
Also, I wanted
just
to ask
that
you,
one.
and I wanted to ask you, because what it seems to be, and again, like I said this 1,001 times, I don't know how this keeps getting lost in translation. I was like, if this server is supposed to have kind of like this energy where shit like that is acceptable, then I don't have a problem with it. Like I said, I'll just leave. Like there's other places to be. But again, it just seems to be like people are Schrodinger's racist. Like if it's like literally one of them, we were arguing with them about it, and they were like, I feel like as long as I don't feel like what I said was racist, I'm not racist, and this isn't racist. And I don't really know how to. I don't know how to gauge with that. I don't
Hold
know
on,
how
Destiny.
to.
We have a video file, and I'll
Wait,
even
in this
send you
text
that
chat
one.
with the side chat to this. Where do you want me to post this?
I don't know. I'm just.
No, so Philly told me to put this in some chat. What chat? Where
Yeah,
chat?
the side chat to this. That's what Philly
The
was
side
talking
chat to
about.
this says it's not loading. Just try again. Messages failed to load. Put it anywhere, I guess. I'm fucking.
Yeah, just DM it to Philly. Destiny, I'm gonna add you as a friend and send you this clip of what Solus was just talking about here, about with another member that also is really behind a lot of this stuff. And what he said. Hold on, give me a second. I'm slow. I'm old. I'm not fast like you in our old age, okay? 38 is rough.
Steven's 38. I thought he was.
Okay,
32.
also, hold on, just for another, because I'm just reading through. I don't even know how often people change their names or whatever, but it looks like there's a lot of advisory boards. I see the Incel advisory board. I see the Namek advisory board. It seems like a lot of people are naming themselves.
No, so if I'm not mistaken, the advisory board is a thing that they do, but there's not supposed to be like a racist advisory board, and it's probably not a good chance. It's not a good idea to like make that your name during Black History Month while saying that other shit. You feel me? It's like the advisory board is something people do. I think he's like riffing on that, like, ha, for this, since I'm doing this, I'll be the racist advisory board. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. Okay, let me
And here's the one. I'm sending it right now. Sorry, give me a second. Where's my files?
are you posting this in the chat on the side or?
No, I'm sending it directly
I tried to
you in
post
a
it on the
DM.
chat on the side, but it says the messages low.
I sent you a friend request, and
I don't
something
know,
went wrong.
I tried to. The shit said the messages won't load. I sent the actual because this email I sent you was a Google Doc that I was working on for a minute, and because I wanted to be as concise and have because people kept saying you didn't have any exact examples for Steven. I was like, you know what, you're goddamn right. I need to be prepared if I'm gonna do this. But that thing I sent you, that Google Doc, it's not only the thing you were reading like in full, but it has
Okay, can you give me 1 minute and 20 seconds to listen to this video that Morgan just sent me?
Sure, go ahead. Do what you gotta do.
Give me 1 second. Is this in my Discord server?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's your discover. But essentially, she pulled a "You're black, you don't have a dad" joke. Live free alley-oop that bitch off the backboard, and y'all calling that trolling?
Trolling?
Yeah,
It's a little trolling.
The purpose
call
of
that
trolling
poetry,
is to say something you don't necessarily believe to get a rise out of someone else. That is what she did.
So you resorted to racism in doing that, though.
She
Why?
did.
Yeah,
I just doubled down on it because I thought it was funny.
Yeah, she was just joking
Now,
us.
now the word that she used in a different context, I mean,
I'm gonna lose all my black Discord members today. I can feel it happening.
I thought it was funny
happening.
primarily because it was me doing it. So,
Logical. If I put a red armband on and I start like spouting anti-Semitic shit, but I don't believe it, right? I just want this person to get mad.
you're really committed to this bit.
You're really committed. Hey.
Yeah, well, are you trolling? That's the real question.
You're
That's
gonna
trolling?
Yeah.
Like,
trolling?
there's trolling, and then there's method acting, and
you
then
pretend
and
to
I
be.
have
Yeah, if you
full
pretend to be a
reservation.
Nazi in real life, probably not. Pretend to be a Nazi in a Discord channel to piss someone off who's like spouting ethno-nationalist Jewish Zionist sentiment, then it's a troll.
But we weren't talking about that. We were talking about solar
panels.
Well,
I mean,
obviously, when it
Yeah,
comes
I wasn't there for the connecting point. I can't.
Wait, you wasn't even. Oh hell no!
about that, so I
And even
Okay.
maybe spout my own to get proven wrong.
I'm here.
You know
I
what
didn't
I'm
at
saying?
all. When I
Okay.
went into Destiny's Discord, I'm sorry.
Here's
what's
like
up,
a here's like
He's
a
back.
quick
He's back, guys.
yeah here's like a quick thing that I feel about black people. Okay.
No.
If I have a Discord server, if there's like a room where there's like white people, Asian people, black people are just kind of like chilling and chatting, and some like loser comes in and starts like making a lot of really weird kind of like racist jokes or some shit, I feel like as an honorary black person, I would be irritated because you're just trying to exist on the internet. Black isn't like what you want to advertise or be attacked for, whatever. Have that brought up all the time. I can understand that, but if you're in a space where people are being ultra edgy, you're fighting all the time, shit, blah, blah, blah. Now, if somebody goes ahead and calls you the N-word in that space, obviously that's over the line. But if we're at the point where we're telling like dead grandmas to like suck our nut out of our I feel like at that point, it's gonna because like
You just
so much
remix
of
the
like
joke. The
Yeah, he just changed the joke and
feels
made
like
it better.
Not like I made a comment like this before, and everybody assumed I meant the N word, but I think I made a comment when I was fighting some people where it's like all these black guys that I'm fighting with on the internet, you know, call me a cuck, call me a fag, blah blah blah, and I feel like if I say anything, people are gonna call me racist. When I said that, I didn't mean that like I want to say the N word. What I mean is there are so many different things that touch upon like the archetypical like black experience that it feels like almost any insult might become like a racist insult. Like if I happen to know there's like some dude with a split family, you know, you can make fun of him, you know, for like, oh, like where's your mom, where's your dad at? But if you make that exact same joke towards a black person, that's racism. If I think some dude's got like a goofy haircut, I can't mention anything about a black person's hair, especially a black woman's hair.
See,
If I see any like, I feel like that's like the weird
Sometimes-
issue where like when people are being really edgy all the time, when you turn that lens to black people and you want to make an insult, there's got to be like a skit about this where you're looking at like 50 things and it's like, can I talk about the moisture level of his skin? No. Can I talk about the style of hair? No. Definitely not skin color. Probably nothing related to his family. Anything related to his great grandparents? Probably not. Last name? I don't think so. Like you've got to like do like 750 IQ to find an edgy joke that isn't like racist because like for any
why
other
you say
person,
that?
yeah. Because it feels like there are so many things like I without even thinking like go in on so many different things about a random person being edgy. But for a black person, I feel like I got to run it through 50 different filters to make sure. Am I like? Is there some part of this joke that might touch on like? A
I got you.
racist
Hold on,
thing?
Solus.
Yeah,
Let me
go for it, yeah.
Use the
me
example.
personally.
Use the example that you were talking
I
about.
got it. I got
Sorry,
it.
Mike, go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead,
so
Mike.
yeah, Solus is gonna after yeah. So me personally, I'm again 38, old as fuck. I can take a joke. I've been on the. Listen, Ronan's been. I'm a WoW player. I'm actually the same rank as you as StarCraft. I'm gonna get that. I want that 1-on-1, dog. I play Zerg too, dog.
Okay.
I'm master rank. Okay, son. Nah. But like, so I've been around these spheres, right? I could take a joke, right? The problem is when it becomes when I'm in your and I've been in here since October, right? When I run into regular members that just keep trying me because like I'm kind of known like I'm excitable, I'm passionate, right? So I get like I'm a little rage, not rager but funny rage, you know what I'm saying? And so they'll try to work that out of me, to get me to react, and it's just shitty racist joke after racist joke.
Can
Okay,
I,
you know what I'm
can I,
saying?
can I try to touch on
yeah,
that?
and it's from your normal members.
Real quick, and you
I'd
can
like
do that.
to-
Wait,
And it's not even hold on, and it's not even race. It's a racist joke. It's like so it'll go like this. It's not even a joke, right? We'll start talking like they'll be like, so Majin, let me ask you about this certain thing with black issues. Oh well, you know how black like they'll try to lead me down a logic tree that is like where I'll either seem like Uncle Tom. Okay, I can say that, right, Tom? Uncle Tom. I'll see. They'll try to get something out of you to make you look bad if you try to play that game with them. Ultimately.
Okay.
So
Go
can I say something like, so I don't really hang out in DGG. I don't know your rules, your regulations, or anything like that. So I'm coming at this from an outsider, and I also don't have an opinion on like is DGG racist or anything. I don't care. But just in general, it seems like when it comes to anti-blackness, that's always the thing that can't be regulated, right? That there's always an excuse.
They literally said that.
For that particular type of bigotry to be let go, right? Like, and on the other side of it is what you said, Destiny, just now. Talking about, well, if I want to make an edgy joke, well, can I really, right? Are these guys going to take it badly? Oh, I guess everything that I say is going to be racist. That's obviously like not the case, but as an excuse that we get.
Hold on. To be clear, half the internet tried to cancel me because I used the word legion to describe a group of black people before, which I can't even imagine has any racial connotation whatsoever.
Twitter is Twitter. Like,
sure, I know, but
right?
I'm just saying that like it is a
That's
legitimate fear, and I make fun of a lot of people, and I know a lot of insults. But when it comes to certain groups, it's similar to like trans people. Like if I see a goofy looking cis person, I can't make fun of any part of a trans person's appearance ever. If I say you've got bad nails, I'm gonna get hit with like, oh well, actually, when you're an estradiol or whatever, it actually thins your fucking nails out. So you saying that is actually transphobic. Like it's the same thing with like making fun of trans people. It's like Dude, I can't say shit to this person. They're
Yeah, but
untouchable.
I've made fun of trans people, like in terms of like friends. Like I've made fun of trans people. This is a thing that you can do, but like the excuse becomes, oh well, I guess I can't say anything around these people. These people are too sensitive. When the reality is, what the things that are coming at us are actually quite racist. And as soon as we push back a little bit, you just can't take a joke.
Oh wait,
So
hold
let's
on.
say something.
Touch on this
We're
for
not
one
at
second.
the, wait, real quick. The things that are coming out are not like quite racist. We're still pretty squarely in the realm of like microaggressions right here, or like somebody's bringing up blackness too much, or somebody made like a joke about my dad. Like if now that hard R comment, that's like some serious shit. If that happened, I'm not sure because again, there were only like 2 or 3 people.
I don't play with that type of stuff, Destiny. I'm an old man.
Wait. I've been trying to let y'all talk for like 3 seconds. I just want to have a quick word in here. One, I crack jokes all the time. Most people in DGG don't know me as like this. I crack jokes is what I do, right? I know how jokes work, and what I always try to do whenever I'm cracking jokes about anybody, and you can take this and use it if you would like, is I always ask myself, well, what is the joke? I have a friend. His name is Waldro. I think he's a deputy in your server. Good friend of mine. He's bisexual. I call him a half a gay. If you ask me, hey man, why do you call him that? What's the joke there? Well, he's half gay and half straight. That's the joke. It's just a funny way to say bisexual, right? If you say, hey, I want to sow dissent in the black community as a joke, I'm going to ask you, well, what is the joke? The joke is, I want to f with the black guys. And that's not okay. Right? Like that's the root. You can say shit about black people. I'm the one that takes jokes more than anything. I love cracking jokes. But I'm going to ask you, if you say some shit where the root of it is just racist, like there's not a joke.
Was that,
like,
wait, is that what that guy said? He's like, I legitimately want to like destroy the black community in this Discord?
No, he said, I want to sow dissent during Black History Month.
Yeah, but what was his response when you guys called him out for that joke?
Shut the f up, quit crying, bitch.
Yep.
Well, maybe he just, I don't know, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like,
Hey,
again,
wait,
you gotta
listen.
understand, like that back. Wait a second. I'll let y'all talk. I said that back and forth we had. The reason that shit was irritating is because you're right. I did say that to him, and we pieced that up. I was like, you know what? What you said to me was racist, but what I said to you was f up. Let's not do this shit anymore. And we pieced it up after that. Like, it was like, you know what, man to man, that was wrong. But then he does that. You understand what I'm saying? It's like,
Okay,
and
is that guy,
when
does that guy ever
What's
go
up?
in voice chat?
all the time.
Oh yeah.
Is he available right now? Does he want to come in and speak on his behalf?
Oh, I'm sure some of these people will.
Yeah, probably so.
Well, if this guy's here, tell him to ping one of you guys. Are you guys friends with him on Discord or anything?
Hell
Nah.
no.
Hold on, let's see here.
Hell
Let's see
no.
here.
Dusty, Anti and T5 wants to talk about these issues.
Auntie, you're in.
And like, I don't know how to fucking gauge with that. Like, and again, I understand cracking jokes. I'm all with jokes, but when somebody says, "Hey, bro, one, we're not even friends for you to crack jokes with me like that." Two, we already had this previous beef. This isn't a joke to me. And you double down, triple down on it. At what point is it like, nah, this is actually fucked up? And mind you, again, when we go to the regs, and I was like, "Hey, man, this seems pretty fucking weird." You literally said that you don't want nobody doing anything transphobic in this server, and if they do anything that you deem transphobic, you on their ass, which you should be. Hey, this is kind of fucked up. And they just said to me, I don't really know how to reg racism. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that, Steven.
I mean, I would have to see the types of transphobia that exist here, and then I'd have to see the types of racism that exist here. Like, I'm sure that if I scroll up, there are probably, just because I've got like fucking, it feels like 10% of my audience is fucking trans. I feel like there are probably trans jokes in my Discord server. No?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I'm sure they're there. So I doubt it's like that, like.
But your trans representation there is huge, right?
Yeah.
Like when it comes to like even moderators and stuff like that. Like when it comes to like the black representation, like I'm telling you, like you're gonna have one dude in there that's gonna say, I know a bunch of people. One of the people that he thinks is black is a UK guy.
Wait 1 second, Steven. That's why I asked you that in the beginning of this, because on some real shit, I understand how the internet works. I've been black for 21 years straight. I haven't missed a day. If you tell me, hey bro, this server's just kind of like that, you gonna get that energy, roll with it, I have no issue. I just got the sentiment from the way the other motherfuckers was moving that wasn't the case. But if it is, I have no beef. I just go somewhere else.
Sure.
That's what we did.
Yeah, which is fine. I'm curious about something that I think is a problem or not. It's hard for me to ascertain that, because I feel like when people sometimes come to me and complain about racism, it'll be like the same like 2 or 3 comments over like the past like 6 months, and I'm like, if that's really the extent of it, if it was the weird Armenian dude who I understand is banned right now anyway, and then if it was like,
is he?
Oh, I thought somebody said that he was banned. Oh, he is banned.
He's
Okay.
banned.
Okay, Auntie, what do you got for this?
I'm just like incredibly confused. So just to provide some context, I was the head rig in the Discord server for a while. I left because I was starting my PhD program and because I just like didn't have the time for it.
Yeah.
And also because of the drama associated with the server. Like, the server has 2 black mods. We have a trans mod. Like, we take racism pretty fucking seriously if it occurs and if it happens, if it's identifiable. Take transphobia very seriously if it occurs and if it's identified and if it's verifiable. So, like, Mika's banned because of the shit that he pulled. There are other people who
Wait,
are
Mika, is that the
instantaneously banned
Armenian
for
dude?
racism.
Yeah,
it's
it's the
Okay, gotcha.
When did
But
y'all
you
ban?
understand? Hold on.
When
Anti,
did y'all ban?
anti. Anti. That happened now, finally, right? This happened months ago. When that situation happened, I was blue in the face. I stayed in
He
the
was
Discord.
mad.
I was in the Discord for fucking hours, trying to argue something that I take very fucking seriously. If Mika was a person, right, I would have smacked Mika, right? Like if you're bold enough to come to me with a hard R, me as a 38-year-old half black man or whatever you want to fucking call me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, I'm mad now. You know what I'm saying? Like you. Wow, I can't. I kind of got a little respect because you did it, but like, yeah. And so when I get somebody to like, I should have pinged free or a reg. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't ended up doing that. I went into the channel and then became something else. But that doesn't change nothing. And in my experience, over my 38 fucking years of being a human being, period, right? If a person is sitting there and they're saying that the fucking like the liar in the situation is the person that keeps changing their fucking story. My story has remained consistent over this whole fucking time. I have not changed a fucking word. This guy has went from not saying the N-word to saying the N-word with his friends to saying the fucking N-word with like he did say it, but you know, to a friend in the private he did actually say it. To like now it's just a meme.
Yeah, and I'm not disqualifying that. I am taking it seriously.
And there's so many other things that we just didn't bring up because we were just like, hey, yo, this is par for the course.
Yeah, but the confusion that I have, and I understand it, right? Like, if you're in a community and if you're a member of a particular group and you're being disrespected and you don't think that you're going to have your, like, situation taken seriously, you might not reach out. But, like, it's not like myself when I was a reg or Free and Forethought currently, who are both regs, who are black. Like, all 3 of us, like, we also take it seriously. Like, I agree with you. Somebody like walked up to me and called me the hard R anywhere, I would be upset with it, obviously, because I'm not going to take that shit from anybody. But if we don't like have it available to us, if we're not pinged, if we're not like being reached out to, we can't really do anything about it. And if it happens to be the case that you're arguing with a bunch of people in the VC community, like those people aren't regulators.
Wait, Auntie. Andrea saw the shit and was just like, how did this race drama pan out? It's not like motherfuckers couldn't tap in, poke their head, and be like, hey, what's going on here? Motherfuckers looked at it and then looked away. And remember this. I don't want this to get lost in conversation. When this shit initially happened and it was too annoying, we just left to our own Discord. But when we left to our own Discord, they told motherfuckers that they made us ran to the black Discord, and we had this underground railroad out of DGG and had motherfuckers DMing us constantly asking for fucking invites to a black Discord.
Wait, real quick. When they say they made you run to the black Discord, did they say that in the DGG Discord or?
I think
this is what motherfuckers that asked for the invite told me. They would come to me and be like, "Hey man, they said they made y'all run to a black Discord."
There might even be because we'd had people in there, and there might actually be a recording of it. There's an individual named AOP. I think he might have a recording of them. Like, look, we made them run to the black.
No,
Discord.
I talked to.
I remember hearing audibly.
I talked to one of them about it the other day, and I was just like, "Hey, man, I don't want to shoot at nobody that didn't do anything. Could you tell me who exactly started this whole Black Discord shit? Because I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, if y'all doing racist shit, that's like you. And again, y'all might have a different line for what y'all think is fucked up. It gets annoying to me, and I leave. Right? Let's dead it there. Don't go tell motherfuckers I got a black Discord and have them coming after me asking for an invite out of like I'm fucking Harriet Tubman. You know what I'm saying? Like that's irritating. I left and I was still dealing with. Hold on a second. I'm talking. Wait, shut the fuck up. One second. We left and we were still dealing with the hey, let's fuck with the black guy's behavior. That's the shit that became uber irritating.
And Solus, sorry, real quick. A member just DM'd me. She just said that Mika isn't banned. Just pulled up his rap sheet.
Might not be banned. Okay, gotcha.
God damn it, y'all! God damn.
Well, he was banned at the time. I don't know if he like sent in like an unban appeal through the forum process.
She just pulled up his. No, she just sent me his rap sheet. He only still has that kick.
Yeah,
Can I bring up two situations that are relevant to the conversation?
No, just very quickly. So there's a few dynamics like at the same time. So one is with like Bregs not peeking their head into the VC community and like trying to deal with the situation in real time. It's kind of tough because the Discord moderation team is voluntary. Like, and by voluntary, I mean we volunteer our time without pay because we care
Even
about
pay employees.
And
well,
we're going
right now,
to,
my head
like,
moderator, my head reg Polecat, is indeed
Yeah.
a paid employee. So
Yeah, so that's fine. And like the thing is that actually in reality, for most of the regs, you don't want them to be paid employees because you want them to be adults with their own lives who are not like purely focused on being paid to be a Discord janitor in order to ensure that the community is like safe and like is like in a good spot. Like I wasn't paid and I was fine with not being paid because I had my own job, I had my own life, I was doing my own thing. I like hopped into the Discord, and if there were problems, then I dealt with it. So like with Andrea's a student. If she's pinged, she might be in chat trying to like figure out the situation, but it might be the case that they're not able to literally drop everything in the moment in order to hop into a VC. And that's
But
why
I feel
some
like
of
if
these
you could stop
moderation
to say, "Yo,
decisions
what the
have to
fuck is
be
it?"
handled after that.
If you, I
Yeah,
feel
I
like
mean,
if you
they
could
could say
stop by
like,
to say,
"What
"What
the
the
fuck
fuck
is
is this
going on
race
right
drama?"
now?"
No. But if you acknowledge, like, to say that it's race drama means you know there's something racial is afoot. That's what you looked at it, saw it, didn't give a fuck to look into it, and just said, "This is race drama," and kept it moving. I don't know what you want me to do.
No,
With that.
so you can say that like what's going on here, and then maybe like the way they phrase it is like problematic or whatever, but they like figure out what's going on. If somebody responds in the chat, then they can like read it while they're like dealing with what they're dealing with, and then people are responding in real time. But if people aren't responding in real time, if people aren't providing that additional context, and if people don't provide receipts, they literally
She
can't do
said,
anything.
I think her exact words was, "What the fuck is this race drama, and how did Free end it?" Right? And I talked to Andrea about this. We chopped it up about this. We had I think a good conversation about it. I don't know if I'd say it was productive. She basically was like, this shouldn't have happened, right? Motherfucker, somebody should have did something. She expressed to me that she basically doesn't really know how to reg racism like that, and she feels like there's a culture issue in the server, and we need more black users. Now, her heart may have been in the right place, but given everything that happened, that answer wasn't really the most emboldening. But I'm saying, bro, is that this happened, motherfuckers knew that it happened, and nothing was really happening to it. And also, again, if that's the case, if I'm the weirdo here for saying like, hey, something should be done, if this is just the way it is, I'll back off. But to my understanding, that's not the way it was, right? Like that whole shit. I remember when that shit happened with Alva. I don't know if you knew about that, Nancy, but were you there for that?
Mm-hmm.
With
That was
Alva,
one of the examples I wanted to state, actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
Are
that's it.
you
With Alva,
saying
wait, hold on, let me 1 second, Zena. I'll pass you the ball 1 second. Let me finish this. Like, a trans chick for months on end was sexually harassing me. It wasn't until she admitted that into a room full of 50 people that I even had evidence that I was clear cut. Because again, you have to have this clear cut factual. You need an exact fucking example. And then I added regs.
It out of her. You had to
added
like
regs.
you literally had to set it up.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
added.
Shouldn't it be that you need evidence to get people banned from a huge Discord server?
Yeah.
Isn't that
No,
kind of like?
hold on. Let me finish what I'm about to say. That's what I'm about to say. I added a reg, and instead of even coming into room, because we're talking about like peeking your head, instead of even coming into room to see what's going on, motherfucker just told me, "Hey man, I'm going to bed." And I was like, "What the fuck, bro?" Like, and this is a reg that I've seen deal. And the reason I added them of all people, because I was like, "You deal with sexual harassment in this server. If somebody does something, anything sexual, you're on their ass. Hey, bro, this motherfucker is harassing me," and they just dipped. Like, I don't know what you want to do with that. And again, if I'm the weirdo, and I'm dead ass about this, it's not me being facetious. If this is just par for the course, a part of the territory, I'll shut the fuck up and just dip. But I to my knowledge, it's not.
Okay, hold on, because you missed out a key point here, because this is something I wanted to bring up. And
wait. Can I ask something? For this argument, are we team black people or are we team white people?
Good God Almighty.
We're team DGG is not racist. Okay, here, look, at least I am. The thing that happened with Alva, because I spoke with her after she got banned, and before she got banned, we used to hang out quite a bit, right? Because she would hang out in the lower rooms where, as Margin puts it, the weirdos are. And what happened before that, as well as very conveniently omitted, is that you're making jokes about like how you ain't dating no trans girl and putting jokes on about them. So Alva, this why she decided to do that out of flirtation.
Bro, I had the clip.
I didn't interrupt you when you were talking.
I had a clip though. We ain't gotta talk. I had a clip since you want to lie for the motherfucker. I have the clip. We
you
recorded
are
it.
lying right now.
We recorded it, dipshit. Hold on.
Yeah,
You are
dipshit.
actively
Yeah,
spreading
dipshit.
lies
Hold on,
right
bro.
now,
I got you.
Yeah,
Hayden.
I got you, bro.
dipshit. You
Nah,
reported
nah, bro. I
dipshit.
swear. I just.
What? You making fun of her?
No, I didn't make fun of her. She was
So
her question to me. I don't know. I remember this vividly. I can go through the clip. I'll put it in Jim voice. I remember her specifically because we had a disagreement. She asked me, "Do you sleep with trans women?" I said, "No, that's not my sauce. To each their own." And we got into this long spat. And she started to tell me, "Well, Soulless, would you trans? If it was a trans woman or the most ugly cis woman on God's green earth, would you?" And I was like, "No, what is this weird thing you're doing?" And they just went down this hypothetical over and over and over and over and over and over again. And then they said, "I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoyed coming into your room saying sexual shit to you that made you uncomfortable because I feel like you're a horrible person."
Matter of
I have
fact,
the
not saying that
video.
person
hold on,
shouldn't be
hold on,
banned.
hold
By
on.
the way,
And even Detail Solus didn't, because
Discord shit be getting serious as hell.
Solus, on top of that, had to go around for months of this cousin phobic joke because he was
Oh
like,
my God.
"Yeah,
Oh
you
my
remember
God.
that?" Because
I
of
said
like
no,
the whole
yeah. I can tell my own
yeah,
story. Wait
you
one second, Martin. I can tell my own
yeah.
story. What happened was we were having a debate. It was heavily happening. That, like I would make the mistake of saying out loud in DGG, "I don't trans women," and motherfuckers would try to hop down my ass with both feet. You're a transphobe. You hate trans
So
women.
if
need
you
to
give
look
me
deep
more
in
than
your-
10 seconds to actually explain what my point
He's
of
not done yet. Let him finish the story.
And I wasn't done when
Hades.
he interrupted me.
Well,
with
you
this
were
story.
You
lying.
started to lie though.
Discordia
No, I'm not
ain't
lying.
no game, y'all. Discordia ain't no game.
Because you
Shit
have
Damn,
explained
serious
it
on
Zinnia,
enough.
calm
Discord.
down, Zinnia. Let us.
No, no, wait. I believe in being fair. Hades, finish your point, bro. Go ahead. What's
Thank
up?
you.
Talk.
Thank
to me,
you.
man.
So the recording, fair enough. You had it before that, but the reason why Alva, she explained it to me. By the way, I'm not claiming what happened. I'm not talking about what
Were
happened
you
to her,
there?
because I have other things. Okay, what she explained to me is that you were making fun of dating a trans girl, not saying that simply you wouldn't. Because like I have that stance. A lot of people have that stance. We don't get banned for that. It's not about that. It's about you cracking jokes about it way before that conversation transpired.
Hades,
So
you
I
weren't
do
even
not talk
involved
commenting
really
on
in
that.
this.
No,
Mhm.
wait,
So
hold
as a
on, wait 1 second.
previous
Can I respond
Discord
to him? 'Cause
mod,
wait,
as
I
a
just want to
previous
respond to him.
Discord mod that ran an entire server of over 30K, I think I should make the ultimate decision that this person here, Solus the PG, is correct. Thank you.
Good job, Zena. Thank
Oh
you.
my God, thank you. But no, Hades, no
Thank
real
you for
shit.
your
What
insight.
jokes did she appreciate that, Zena? But I'm saying, Hades, what jokes did she say? I didn't crack no jokes about trans women. Bro. If I ever crack edgy jokes, it's with a friend that I am certain knows that I'm just fucking with, and I'm just trying to giggle. Like the example I gave before. If you ask me what the joke is, I will tell you. What joke did she say I said? Because again, I got the video and I'm posting it in Jim Voice after this, bro. So what are you talking about, bro?
That shit's gay, basically. Going back and forth on that one.
No, I remember that vividly. What happened was this is how I found about the whole thing about debating trans issues being banned in the server, right? I said we had a conversation back and forth, and she was like, "Well, would you date a trans woman?" And I was like, "No, I wouldn't date a trans woman." She said, "Well, that's transphobic." I said, "I don't think that's transphobic. I think if any of the women that I've slept with in my life came to me and said I identify as a man, provided that they were still attractive, you can get bottom surgery, so on and so forth, I would still." And she was like, "Ha ha ha, that makes you gay." And I was like, "Does that make me gay? Isn't that still a heterosexual relationship? We're opposite sexes. Sex and gender is two different things." A reg came in and was like, "Hey guys, y'all bordering on this forbidden conversation," and that's where it ended.
Wait, the bordering on the forbidden conversation. So you're allowed to debate trans issues in the server. The bordering on
it's
the
the RTG conversation.
Hold on. Chill for a second.
Am I a midget phobia?
Okay, I know this verifiably. You're allowed to talk about trans issues in the server. The bordering on the ban topic is
R-traps,
the R-traps, the T word. Yeah,
Yep.
That's the conversation. So if you're bordering on that conversation, a red comes in and says to actually the other person, not Solus, in this conversation, that you making that joke is banned, that joke is banned.
It wasn't a joke. It was a conversation. It was a genuine debate.
Regardless.
No, I know that.
Right.
But I'm wait, no, because he framed it as if I was making a joke about it, but it wasn't. It was a serious conversation.
I'm not framing it as you making a joke about it.
No, Hades. I'm talking to Hades. Hades said that the reason that she did that, which I don't think that even if that was true, I don't think that's an excuse to start sexually harassing somebody. But I didn't make a joke. I asked a genuine question, right? I said hey.
So it's not acceptable if somebody sexually harasses you. It's f***ed up, right?
Yeah,
the regs can intervene if they are aware of it. Obviously, we can't deal with every single DM conversation. I don't know if this is strictly DMs or is this a mixture of DMs and voice or this is all these other things.
This was all in public. Regs were there. Okay. I added Fred. I said, "Hey, yo, Fred, this motherfucker with me," and Fred said he going to bed. And I was like, I remember the meme. I posted an avatar meme. I was like, when I needed you most, you disappeared.
So this is multiple dynamics happening simultaneously. One of them is you're allowed to talk about trans issues in the server.
Word.
The one banned topic, especially banned topic, and it's in the rules, is having sex with a trans person gay, right?
Yeah.
That one's banned. So if somebody comes in and says, "Hey, you're bordering on the banned conversation," even if people aren't being serious with it, this is like a cut and dry, black and white, not allowed to say it. Okay, we all understand that. So in that situation, right, you can't talk about trans issues on the server. If somebody is like publicly sexually harassing you, should Fred have done, or anybody else should have done something about it? Sure, right? But there's the other dynamic, which is that if you're like a person with a life who's dealing with like a bunch of things simultaneously, and you have a choice between being a regulator in the moment and just going to bed, like, or dealing with it later on, you're going to go to bed and deal with it later on because you have other shit that you're dealing with. Now, we could talk about like whether and to what extent somebody should, as a regulator in like a community Discord, as a volunteer, drop everything in their life in order to deal with the situation, which is probably like quote unquote the best thing that they could have done. And that's like a legitimate conversation to have. That's like a totally normal thing.
I'm not. No, my thing is.
I too was sexually harassed in DGG Discord.
Stop. It's a serious conversation. Yourself, Jesus. Well, don't actually, because you probably will. Okay, stop.
What the fuck? Bro, I thought he was being nice. Jesus Christ. Anyway, no, Auntie, my beef with Fred wasn't. Look, bro, again, I live a real life like the rest of y'all. I work a 9 to 5. I got a girlfriend. I just got my first apartment. I'm 22. I'm living it up, bro. But my thing with Fred was I have seen Fred play 88 Pistons defense for sexual assault. The one time I needed that motherfucker to come off. What? That's Fred will tell you that. If anything sexual happens to you, he's probably the reg that you want to go to because Fred does not play that shit.
Okay. Jesus Christ. When I misinterpreted that.
No,
okay,
not that. God damn it. Stick with me, bro. You gotta stay with me, bro. What I'm saying is if there's any reg you want to go to about being sexually harassed, it would be Fred. Not that the others wouldn't deal with it, but that's his shtick. And the one time I did it, after this motherfucker had been doing this shit for months, he chose to look at that shit, knew who was involved, and literally was just like, you know what? I'm going to bed. I don't know what you want me to do with that, bro. If that's okay, if that's just a server, I will quit my bitching. I'm not complaining about problems that can't even exist because this is what comes with the territory. I'm just saying, I don't know what you want me to do with that.
I mean, the best thing you can do at that moment is step one, like at regs generally, regs that like respond to it can respond to it. Some people are dealing on different like time zones. And so they're just making that calculus as to whether or not. Let me finish. So that's the best thing you can do. And if like regs are generally not doing anything about it, that's why people like Polecat exist. Or like when I was a head reg, that's why I existed. So they're not doing their jobs, and if they're like not dealing with serious shit, then you reach out to those people, and those people will handle it.
Okay, fair enough. Bro.
So
look,
like. Hold on, real quick, Solo. So, we gave you 2 prime examples of there, and this is not even like
this some bitch made shit. I'm out.
Deuces. Nice meeting you, Queen.
Y'all in here lying about some shit that can just be resolved.
No, we're trying to expose a bigger problem. We're trying to expose a bigger problem so people like you, me, and everybody else could come in here and enjoy Destiny and all of his Discord, even though the Discord says they aren't anything to do with Destiny the streamer. He never comes around, like he's an absentee father.
He is. He don't come around. He don't care about us.
We want to come in there and, have a place where we can talk about our Kai CNATs, our sports, are the things that we love.
That's what I'm saying? I just want to know.
Hold on, real quick.
Go ahead.
We gave 2 examples. Solus gave his, mine with the R word and stuff like that. There's still stuff, and this is not stuff we record. This is other members giving us this stuff, and this is stuff we've had for months. We deaded this shit until where we're like, hey, I mean, I'm a person. I'm not gonna not say what I believe. You know what I'm saying? When I sit there and I'm saying, yeah, DGG, the Discord, I made sure even when Destiny first came on, exclude the Reddit, the man himself. You know what I'm saying? But my experience in DG has been a racist one. And I'm not, listen, Auntie, me and you are.
I have experienced no racism.
Stop. Wait, can I ask you a question? I'm just curious. Are there any large Discord servers that you've been in where you feel like you haven't experienced a racist one?
Wix?
A large Discord server.
No, hold on. There's less than 10 people.
God damn, Steven!
It's not big. It's not big.
Sure.
this is
Video
not a
game.
problem.
Wait.
Hold on. No.
Go ahead,
Do you want to go into
you need more
video
time.
game? Hold on. Yeah, no, I wasn't even finished when he interjected. But I could go into video game Discord servers. Yeah, you see it there, but it's never. None of them are bold enough to try to challenge or direct it towards me. And that's the problem. Is when I come in there, me and Auntie, both being light-skinned men, are entirely different. Auntie's very proper. I mean, I dropped out of college. You know what I'm saying? He obviously went all the way through. I'm from the hood. I'm not sure where Auntie's from, right?
Wait,
Sometimes,
hold on. When you say,
hold on, hear me out. Let me just. I take a while. Just let me paint this picture, right?
That's the first thing.
So when I go into the Discord, right? I talk a certain way. I have a certain like appearance. You know what I'm saying? I could come off a little bit hood. I'm going to get ran out of your server ASAP. All right, because they're gonna think I'm some doughboy off the street or some shit. I don't know what it goes through their head, right? Auntie, on the other hand, because he code switches, he's proper, all these other things, right?
Bruh.
He ain't gonna get that shit. He doesn't get that shit. Auntie on top of like Lactoid are known as the two boss debaters in your Discord. Nobody gives him smoke because he fits the mold of it.
Can Solus just say his point real quick?
Go ahead.
Destiny, what you just said, bro, when you said, is there any large Discord where you don't deal with this shit? Steven, if you tell me, hey, big dog, this comes with the territory, I don't give a shit. I'll just go to other places or operate the server correctly, right? Because if edgy shit is just a place, if that is what it is, and it is what it is, it's your server. You're running how you would like.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on what's going on. If people are actually being racist, and we've got like verifiable, documented moments of racism on the server, I don't want that on my server. That's bad, and I don't want that, and I would like to clean that up. But if I think that everybody's just making edgy jokes, sometimes people make edgy jokes, and sometimes they're about white people, sometimes they're about Armenians, sometimes they're about black people, and you're really offended by that, I don't give a fuck about that. And I would say go find a different server. But that's why I'm curious too. So if you say something where you're like, well, actually, I've been on the politics Discord, I've been on this Discord, and these servers all have 50,000 plus people, and I never run into these issues here. It only happens on your server. Then I'd be like, okay, like that's bad.
The thing
but if you
is,
tell me, whoa, stop,
my bad,
holy
dog,
shit, you're coming off and ramble. Let me finish my one sentence, okay? Jesus, okay? Yeah, if you've been on a ton of servers and you say that like I don't run into this anywhere else, I would want to fix that on my server, okay? But if you tell me that like on every single server you go to, this happens on all of them except for the one server you gave me was like a server with 100 people, then I'm like, okay, this sounds like a you problem. I don't know if I want to like moderate my server to fix this. It sounds like it's an unfixable problem or an intractable problem. Okay.
So hold on, let me reply back to him. Because yeah, in my example where I do say where the hard R is free, it's free speech in some of these servers that I mentioned earlier, right? This is where I wanted to point out there's something deeper and nefarious in your server, right? Is that the fact that where you can use something that is just blatantly racist as the hard R could seem to get black members in there. You could check this out yourself. I'm sure you're in politics too. God forbid you're in God Gang. But that is a very large server too, Rivals Politics.
Okay, because my understanding is, you can tell me if I'm wrong, my understanding is the politics Discord server is like orders of magnitude worse when it comes to these types of issues. Now I could be wrong on that.
It is.
But hold on, I'm not finished, Hades. I know you want to limelight. He wanted me to respond to him. Let me give my response. I know you're here. You want the attention. Calm down, dog.
I don't want the attention. I want to bring my point across.
Anyways,
can we knock off the? Let's have a conversation. No heated bullshit. We can shoot each other back in DG.
Black crime. Go ahead.
Hades ain't even black.
Stop.
Toronto's,
which is why he doesn't let me speak.
Toronto's, they've been crying for over an hour about some Discord beef.
Anyways,
is
let
me
hold on.
Stop. I'm actually about to start banning motherfuckers from here.
Again,
Xena and Toronto's, what the fuck?
People are asking.
Holy
nobody.
shit.
Shut. Nobody's
Sorry,
fucking crying here.
Jesus.
Yeah, nobody's fucking crying here. Nobody's doing anything. People asked us our opinion about it, and we're sharing this.
Yeah, go for it.
I hate this narrative that people are crying. Anyways, regardless, this just shows that there's something nefarious because there aren't a black community, especially with you talking to bigger black creators. Right? You will be hard pressed to find. Me and Solus are like, when it comes to the actual challenge of fucking DG, like, or the channel of DGG, are one of your more prolific black members in there, outside of a couple other names in there. There's a couple more, and we don't even want to be around there. And we were the people that were fostering people to stay in your server, right? The black community, like if there was the title they gave us, right? So we are able, like, now you can't even fucking find that shit. Nobody can tell me who's like outside of Free or Casper.
Can I?
You know what I'm saying? Maybe JP Knight.
Wait, now Photo got his shit off.
You're
I
not
didn't
in
want
the
to say that.
server.
Wait. You got your shit off.
We
I
Or
don't want
active.
to we have separate
Active.
points here, and I just want to get my shit off. Destiny, to your point, I appreciate that straight answer, Steven. I truly do. Again, bro, if edgy shit is just what goes on there, I'll operate accordingly. I guess we might just have a different definition of what may be edgy. To me, that shit not edgy because again, as I look at it, the joke is I want to fuck with black people. I don't think if a group of users who, mind you, are not even all black at that, are in a server and you're shit stirring with them and then they leave to their own server, I don't think that it's appropriate to tell people that they have a black Discord server that you made them run to and then have people asking them for invites to this fictional black Discord server that you made up. To me, that's racist and fucked up. Like, why are you bothering them people? Y'all were irritating them here and then they left. Why are
but
you doing
like
this?
it depends on how this is been. Like if somebody's like literally like we need to fucking find and infiltrate and fuck with the black Discord server, we're gonna fuck that up. But if like you and a bunch of other people are like like fuck this, like you guys are being racist, and someone's like looks like they went to the black Discord server, like that joke is I don't care that much. That's whatever. That's a whatever to me. But
fair
like,
enough. I
but
just
yeah.
I appreciate that straight answer,
Okay,
dog.
sure. Okay, we've got the man himself.
Oh, it is the man.
J Buzz.
Hey, what's going on? How's it going, guys? What's this
up?
about?
Hold on, let me get my popcorn. Don't nobody talk real quick. Everybody get naked.
Go J Buzz, our Armenian friend.
No,
that's not. He's not. He's
Armenian.
Italian. He's not. Goddamn it, Destiny.
That's not the
That's
Armenian is banned.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's
wrong.
No, he's not.
okay. My bad. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
J Buzz. Okay, I'm sorry. You're the racism advisory board. Explain yourself.
I am. I think it's about time I've been recognized for my achievements. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Oh boy.
So what's going on? Is this about the thing?
Which thing?
Yeah.
Which joke are we
All the
upset
things.
about that I made? Why are we talking to Destiny about this?
When you had the racist advisory board, because
now I'm getting
of
involved.
the thing that was talked about, the thing that was talked about on Wix panel about like whether the community is racist at large, that was being discussed, and we're just having a
Yeah,
continuation.
the community is definitely not racist at large. 100%.
Right.
That's just...
There's racist things that are happening here, and me and Majin, when talking about it, agreed to that. And I'll even say that the problem is not so much that, hey, this server is racist. There's definitely a problem with the consistency of enforcing rules. Like, and I can cite examples here.
Love
Liliowski
you.
getting banned, not for, he was banned officially. Officially, he was
cares
banned
about
for
Liliowski,
supposedly trying to...
Let him
No,
talk.
you wanted examples.
Let him talk. Let him talk, bro.
Yeah, you wanted examples. So Liliowski is a user who got banned. This guy would come on and like Majin and Solis probably know this. I can't vouch for that. Where he would come in drunk, being a bit obnoxious, being disruptive to VCs, right? So people kind of wanted him banned. And now there's this whole like people started putting Free Liliowski in their name, not necessarily because they wanted him unbanned and stay in the community, but they wanted him unbanned and banned for the proper reason because what he
Bro,
was
we're
banned
not
for
here to talk
was-
about
Let
level
him
of
talk.
hosting.
Let him
Let-
talk, though.
No,
Let
I
him
know
talk,
what he's
though.
trying to do here. He's trying to for his little.
Okay,
Bro,
well,
let him
okay,
talk.
good.
Let him
You
talk.
get a gold star, you get a cookie. All right.
Yeah,
hold
let
on.
him get it out, please.
Yeah, okay. So there was a case of that. There's the case of what was it? The users being banned on behalf of other users. So this would be like when okay, I'm gonna call out some names, but I'm not gonna say like I'm just gonna call people
Go
that
ahead,
have
it'll be
credibility in the
alright.
server.
It'll be
No,
okay.
hold on. I'm being clear with my wording. I'm gonna call out a few people that have some leeway in the community. I'm not gonna say that these people falsely accuse anybody, but if let's say Lactoid, Live Free, or Anti here, right, said to the Regs at Regs, Hades is saying the N-word. Half the times the Regs don't even come in to verify. Hey, did this guy say the N-word? Did this guy do this? Do we have any proof? There were times where I've been told by the Regs, it's like, hey, you don't need proof. This guy has enough like credibility on of its own, which is scary because then you can basically cash in good boy points after a few years or a few months, however long it takes, to be able to ban anybody. And this is what will happen with Liliowski. I would argue this is arguably what happened with Alpha, and this is scary when Solus
That's what I'm
was
saying,
spreading
bro.
about a certain user, calling a certain user racist because the comment
Say their
was
name.
that
I'll say it.
no, I've talked with this person. They want to stay the fuck out of it. Okay,
Alright,
so
cool.
on their behalf, but you know the situation as I will explain it. This person pointed out and commented saying that, hey, Solus always sounds like he's about to say the N-word. And what they meant was, and I clarified with that, and I was there for it, that you would say, what's up, man? and then the first syllable, but that's it. You would stop yourself, right? That's what the person commented on. You started spreading it
who is
across
this
the entire
person?
community, saying that this person is racist because they
Well,
feel
can we
like, oh,
name
this is
names?
your
'Cause I've been
vernacular,
naming
and you can't
names.
stop yourself from.
No, this is pussy. Can we name names? Because I can name names.
Yeah.
I don't. That's another
Hold
thing.
on,
I don't.
You already who it.
I don't.
Whoa, hey.
I've been asked
Wait,
by this person not to
wait.
do
Hold on. Listen, hold on. When I talk, everybody shuts the fuck up. My voice going out, okay? If you're gonna bring up anybody's testimony, we're not doing this hearsay bullshit, okay? You gotta name the name, okay? Because these guys are all naming names, and now we got reputations on the line, and now you put in my mind that this other guy, that Solus, is a prolific N-word sayer, okay? Or N-word baiter.
Jesus fucking Christ.
No.
Is he an
I did
N-word
not say
baiter?
that.
No, hold on. You just said that he goes in, he says, and then doesn't finish it. That is N-word baiting. So is that
On
true?
my dead homies, I don't do that.
Who
On my dead.
claimed this?
All right, I'm gonna take the L and I'm gonna burn a bridge here
Do
because
it.
this person asked me not to say it, but it was orange.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
So no,
I'm
what
sorry.
actually
I'm
no.
sorry.
What actually happened is back to back. And again, I'm glad you said that. This is a great example. Back
I
to
just want to
back.
publicly apologize to Orange. She's asked me.
That's
not
your
to,
best friend.
but
I get it.
I get
Hi, Orange. How you doing? That shit you did was weird and racist. I'm not gonna back off of that. Back to back, I came into rooms that Orange was in, and I think the first one was I was talking to my homie about basically how I feel that you have to educate kids on certain things that may be uncomfortable. Like if a young woman grows up and starts to grow breasts and shit like that, you have to educate her on what comes with that, how the world may view her. If your young son gets a job or your children, the more shit you get, the more shit people want. I think we're all adults, we can understand that kind of wisdom, and it may not be easy to have those conversations. And as I was having that conversation with my homie, Orange came in and said, "Solus, you seem like the kind of person that would teach a child to say the N-word." I looked at Orange and I said, "What the fuck?" And she did shit like that back to back. And I tell that story because that's exactly what happened. Shit like that. And if you feel racist, it's probably because what you said was kind of, why the f would you interject that conversation? I'm glad you gave that example because that's the kind of shit you experience in DGG. I'm over here talking about giving wisdom to your kids as they grow up, and you interject to say some weird shit like that. Now again, Steven, if shit like that is just edgy, and I should just take the L and keep it moving, I am with you. But to me, as racist, that's weirdo racist shit, and I don't want to deal with it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's in a vacuum. That sounds pretty weird, but I don't know what the vibes of like the particular room are. But I mean, yeah, that sounds kind of weird. Yeah.
That's my point being that, so you're right. I guess you could say it comes down to a disparity thing. That's where it really became an issue because it was like, all right, bro, they on bullshit. This motherfucker right here above me that turned his name to the racist advisory board. He's saying all this weirdo racist shit. Let's just dip, right? We dipped. They call that shit the Black Discord. That shit irritated the fuck out of us. I was tired of black users asking me for an invite like I was Harriet Tubman. That shit felt racist and weird, but sure, whatever.
Wait,
but
so
when
like
we
the N-word baiting, did they just completely make that up then, or?
Oh my dead homies, I've never done no shit like that in my life.
I have personally never seen Solus ever bait the enemy.
And I don't even like J-Boss.
Why don't you like me, bro? What the fuck?
J-Boss, you do weird racist shit. It's irritating, and I wish
All
you would
the time.
I wish you would stop. That's it. I swear to God, this shit could have been ended so much earlier if motherfuckers just like, you know what, bro? That shit I did, it was weird, was racist. My bad.
Instead of judging us by the character,
gonna
instead of judging us by the character of our skin, because I for a long time was known as the nice guy in that Discord. I got along with everybody. I was the positive fucking wholesome dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you
Wait, then why
went
do you
out of
have
your
smoke
way
with
to
half
try.
of Ronin?
Huh?
Oh shit.
With half of Ronin. Shut up. Anyways.
What?
Anyway,
Oh,
only
shit.
2 members of Ronin that I kicked out. And that's other. Well, you are literally here for clout, dog. I don't know why you're here. Like, you are literally here because you want.
because we were having an
really
adult. Wait,
almost
wait,
said
wait,
I know
wait.
he
Y'all
keeps
can wait. Y'all
derailing.
can
You
shoot
don't
each
need
other.
derailing.
Y'all
Can I respond to
no,
him
y'all
attacking me like that?
No, that's great. Y'all can shoot each other and have this little shootout in 1 second.
You
J-Boss,
interjected into my.
J-Boss,
Yeah, I was.
the shit that you
wasn't
do
even trying
is
to.
weird and racist. It's irritating, and we wish you would
What'd I
stop.
do? What'd I do?
Having a shoot off sounds
What did you
racist.
do? Ah, fuck out of here, all right, bro. I be trying to be genuine and be like, hey, bro, can we just piece this shit up and dead it, and you can stop doing this weird
Wait,
racist
how
shit?
Yeah, we figured this out 6 months ago until you got a chance to go on live and talk about it again.
No, we did not. What happened
The
was
only thing that happened is we left.
The last thing that happened was I think Toy got banned, and then that was just it. It was just fuck you,
I'm
fuck
still
you.
waiting for an
everybody. We called it
example
a
of
day.
my racism.
Bro, when you changed your name to the Racist Advisory Board and started shit stirring with us, do you remember that? You remember that?
Because you were
Like that shit, Mom?
accusing me of being racist and it was funny.
Okay, all right. So, I don't. Why was I accusing you of being racist, J Boss?
I'm wondering that myself.
You don't know? You magically don't? All right,
I'm just asking for you to recall it for the audience.
So no, it was that shit you were saying, like the shit you said about us coming in the Million Man March when you were shit stirring with Cal. Does any of this ring a bell? Before we even try to have this dialogue, I just want to see if we being do you remember any of this?
The Million Man March joke was funny.
Okay, cool. Let's for fuck's sakes, bro. So J Boss,
it was kind of
wait. I just want to play a game. Swear to God, real quick. our first interaction that I can vividly remember was when I posted that meme and we got into it about that. I said something fucked up to you about your grandmother. You said something racist to me. We pieced it up and we deaded it, right?
No, we've talked before that.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying that was the first time I think you said some shit that was racially out of line towards me. We pieced that up and we deaded it, right?
Yeah, that's some shit because you brought up my grandma, bro. It's not.
X, no, we said that's what I said in that moment. I was like, we deaded that. But then don't you think the behavior afterwards is like, what the fuck? We just deaded this racist shit. Why are you doing it again?
But in my brain, the joke was so funny, and maybe it wasn't. And I'll admit that.
I'm not your buddy, bro. We're not.
Dude,
we just had a beef.
I didn't know the Million Man March. I didn't know Million Man March translated to Soulless Power Hour, dude. Is that what that word means?
No, but I feel like you know what I'm saying. I crack jokes all the time, and if a group of Jewish people came in the room, I wouldn't be like, "What the f is this? A concentration camp or anything to that effect?" Right? I wouldn't say no shit like that, right? And wait, let me finish. Hold on, shut the f for 3 seconds. Let me cook. Shut the f for 3 seconds. I wouldn't say no shit like that. I definitely wouldn't say it to a fucking user I just had a previous racist interaction with, right? Where I said something, they said something up to me.
Yeah,
right?
but the Million Man March
I wasn't
sense.
done. I wasn't. Especially
It made
when it's
sense,
explicit.
'cause there was like a bunch of you guys
Especially
in the
when
VC
it's
channel.
explicitly clear, me and this person are not friends, and they're gonna take this as an insult, right? I would, if you'd say that to that in that situation, it doesn't really sound like you're trying to joke with me, right? That's fair to say.
Bro, I was typing in text chat. You weren't even in text chat.
Bro,
Or
you were
maybe
in the
were.
same
I don't
VC as
remember.
us. Cal was
I
drunk.
didn't
I
say
remember it.
I did not say it in VC. I wrote it in
Nigga, fuck, that happens all the time. We have conversations in text chat and Gen Voice. Don't act like I don't know how DGG works. What the f is happening right now? And when you said we're gonna sow dissent in Black History Month, what was the joke there? What was the meaning behind that, bro?
I don't remember that one.
You don't remember
I have
that
to look
one.
it up.
You don't remember. I know, bro. I know, man.
I'd have to look it up. I don't remember the conversation that was going on. It was a joke.
Oh my god! I swear to God, motherfuckers think I'd be like clipping shit and making videos because I just wish y'all would tell the truth. We
Do I appear to be orchestrating a campaign of racism inside of DGG?
Bro,
am I the master racist behind the scenes?
Bro, you know
Okay,
what, bro?
hold on. So I got a legitimate, good faith question for you. I got a good faith question for you. So like, when is it a comment like just asshole-ish, and when does it like breach the threshold into being racist?
I'm so glad you said that because as I said before, I crack jokes. Hey, Hades, buddy.
Yes.
Pal, friend of mine. If me and you get into it and I say
We're
something,
not friends, but we're buddies. All right.
Yeah, cool. Let's say we're buddies, bro. We're the best of buddies, man. We're SpongeBob and Patrick, right? And me and you get into it, and I say
which one are
something
you?
f***ed up, and you say something like f***ed up to me, and I say something racist back to you, and we kind of dead that, and things. It's kind of an understanding, like let's not say racist shit to each other, and we're not friends after this, right? It's clear we don't really f- with each other and vibe. I think then to after that, for me to double back and then say some more racist shit to you with that clear understanding, them two that we're not friends and let's not do this racist shit to each other. It's not a joke. We're not cracking jokes with your friends. You're saying somebody with an established understanding that if you say this towards them, they're going to take it as racist, and you're doing it on purpose, and you're doing it twice. Like, what
But
the
I'm
fuck
saying
are we...
all dynamics of this friendship being equal, right? Let's say we're just like, you know, but they're perfect strangers, right? I'm saying,
we're strangers,
at what
really.
point are you saying, hey, this joke that this person made about me was just him being an asshole, versus, well, it's not just him being an asshole anymore.
Well,
now
to the
it's
point
become
where
racist. What's the secret sauce? What's the
to the
secret
point where I
ingredient
say,
here?
no, I'm saying to the point if I say, hey, bro, hey, this shit just happened before. We're not even friends. That shit's not cool. Don't do that again. And then you follow it up with another one. Like, if I let you know that what you're doing, we not cool enough for you to even do some shit like that. You're just a dickhead on the internet that's saying racist shit to me, and then you triple down on it, I would say that that's racist, right? Now, if we're talking Hades, right, and you make a black joke that's funny, and we're friends, I'm not telling people how to conduct themselves amongst their private friend groups. Do whatever the fuck y'all want. Call each other the N-word if that's how y'all get down. I know Steven gets into that shit. That's your business. But what I'm saying is, if an Asian person looks you in the eyes and says, hey, bro, stop saying racist Asian shit to me, and you double and triple down, flip it to you. At what point is it racist? Never? I can crack 1,000 of them motherfuckers. It's just never.
Hold on. Because now you're saying it's like, hey, racial comments, like this is when they're racist, this is where they're not. I'm saying, at what point can they even be within the same zip code?
Okay.
Because if I say something,
wait, can I? Okay.
Sorry.
I think I'm understanding the situation better. Okay, so I don't think it actually has anything to do with the comments that are made. I think it has to do with the relationships between the individuals, which I think makes a little bit more sense, but also probably makes it a little bit harder to regulate. I think that it sounds like if Solus had like a friend in here and they were riffing back and forth a little bit, and somebody made a comment about how like I'm gonna be on the racist advisory board, it would be like a funny whatever comment. Maybe they'd even joke about it. But if there's somebody that you previously had like a fight with or a ton of beef with, and then this person on top of that starts making kind of like weird jokes that are a little bit racist, I think that the way that it's taken, it changes significantly, and then it starts to feel like it's got a bit more of a darker bend to it than just like people kind of like joking with each other in a server. I think that's kind of one of the issues at play here.
The overall
point
issue
I'm trying to make is a little bit beyond that, though.
Wait. The overall issue I think
I
I
didn't get my point.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish.
Yeah, because that is a point, but it's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is that let's say, for example, let's say it's in text VC, just because it's easier to visualize, right? Let's say like Solus posts like a picture of him, like him in his room or whatever, or like he shows up on cam, and I make a comment something along the lines of like, dude, like can't you afford like better shelves in the background, like organize that shit? Like I would comment that shit on Crime because his room was messy as fuck, right? And then eventually people would say, why? Because you think like he can't afford it because he's black, and suddenly, oh fuck, I can't no longer make any like snide comment.
Hold on, Solus, let me get in here because this is actually
let him
something
finish.
that
Let him
people
finish,
use.
though.
No, this
let
is
him
important
finish.
to clear
Let him
up
finish.
because at
Let him
you know,
finish.
regardless of what whether you think I'm good faith or bad faith, at least we can have this shit out in the open and know what the rules are, right? Because now it's not about hey, don't make racist comments. Now you have to make sure that you can't make any comment that can even be interpreted as racist because
No
there's plenty of
one
people
said
ready
that,
to.
bro. I said, wait, hold on. Let me respond to him.
I'm
I
not saying
said this. I'm literally. So let me just ask you in this particular situation, since you want to fucking dance when there's no music playing. Hey, bro, if you was J Boss, dance when there's no fucking music playing, you're dancing. You're tiptoeing around it. You're tiptoeing around it, right? Hades, if you was J Boss and you were him, would you say that shit? I just want to know. Just ask a question to gauge for you. What you
I don't interact with him enough. Also, like,
no, I'm just asking. No, I'm saying though. So if
what
I'm saying though,
snide little jobs you're getting at me?
No,
like,
I'm not. I'm
around?
not making snide jabs. No, because you're dancing to another point that I'm not. You're going on a tangent. If you want to put it in the most polite way humanly possible. What I'm saying to you is, in this particular situation, what do you think of it? Let's not talk about it. Well, if you were on cam and you had a show in this particular situation, what do you make of that?
If I was in that situation, I would say like, hey, they're just commenting on his room, and he's not like.
No, not that. I'm talking. No, not the other
Which
shit
part?
that you brought up. I'm talking about the one we're talking about right now with J Boss. That one, the one where I said like
With
he had
him
this
just
back and
changing
forth.
his name to racist advisory board.
No, is that all you took away? Did you just take away that part, or did you take away the other things with it? Did you hear
Explain
the?
it again,
What did he
Solus.
actually?
No,
What did
they're
he
not
actually
Okay,
do?
fuck it. I just said it. Listen, follow me, please. I'm trying my best here, bro. Me and J Boss had a back and forth. I said something very fucked up to him about his grandmother. He said something very racist to me, right? And we pieced that up and had an understanding. Like, you know what, bro? What I said was fucked up. What you said was fucked up. Let's not do that, right? And after that, that's when the racist advisory board shit comes up. That's when the I want to sow dissent towards Black History Month comes up. That's when the what the fuck is this, the Million Man March comes up. That's when the cow was drunk and he was shit stirring with them. After I'm saying with all of this in conjunction,
None of
together,
that shit was directed at you, bro. It was just
No, it wasn't.
offhanded jokes.
Bro, when we
It had
came into
nothing
the
to do with
room,
you.
when we came into the room, you said it.
I literally looked at the context of the so dissent, and it was a reply to somebody else. Like it
Okay,
wasn't
bro.
even directed to
Was
you.
it
at
your
all.
message,
I wasn't
Solus, that he was
talking to
responding
you.
to, or?
No,
But
it
it's
was responding to
racist.
something else.
So when you see when other members, new members, black members come in and they see this shit and this happens on mass, little jokes and this and that, and they think it's funny. Of course, most people ain't gonna. I don't know you, cuz you're not my friend or anything like that. I just know that I don't want to come around that shit, so I leave. I bounce. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro,
Okay,
like I
that sounds
said,
cool. What's wrong
like I
with
said,
that?
bro, like I said,
You don't like what's being talked on the Discord.
Then the
so you
statement
leave.
that DGG racist stays true. Then
It's not racist. It's absolutely. Have you been to a racist Discord, bro? Do you know what those are like?
Wait,
This
can
is
I
not a
wait? We can
racist
talk about that in 1 second. I
It's
feel
not a
like
racist community.
Wait. So for clarity,
One at a time.
It's
Guys,
for
wrap it up.
clarity,
One at a time.
Solus, let me finish. It's the difference then between conservative racism and liberal leftism. Then those other racist Discord servers are conservative racism, and DGG is that liberal racism that you treat black people like animals. You don't think
I
we're
don't
capable
think-
of doing that? You can't have it both
That's,
ways, dog.
That's
I'm saying
absolutely
so. Like,
just
hold on. I just want to
untrue.
get my.
You
point
can't
out. I would
constantly
say
point.
that.
So
Solus,
you're
I'm
pointing
almost done.
to
can't
jokes.
constantly. No. Shut up.
You're
You can't
pointing
constantly
to
fucking. No.
jokes.
Shut
Let
the
Martin finish.
up.
Let Martin finish. I cut him
You
off. Let him
can't
finish.
constantly, and you're not the only one. You can't constantly keep posting. There is a girl in DGG right now that constantly gets harassed because of the color of her skin and jokes me, and she goes along with it. She plays along with it. But if she wanted to, she could make a big stick at it. She doesn't because she doesn't want the problems or conflicts that comes with that shit. Same thing when a new black member comes in here and they see the mountains of just disparaging light liberal racisms or racism in the text chat or even hear it dog whistle. Hold on, dog whistle through the VC. Then they just leave. Not we've been black our whole life. we're not going to sit here and we've already dealt with copium or the way to cope with that. We'll just fucking leave, dog.
Can we say?
Well, and that's what we did. But that doesn't. Hold on. That doesn't change that the racist acts in DGG happened, and that's why we left.
Okay.
So you can't have it both ways.
And then motherfuckers say we had a black Discord. And
what do you mean both ways?
And then followed it
then
afterwards.
Why are you back?
Recording.
If it was so terrible and upsetting, then why did you come back?
That's what J-Boss, I'm so glad you asked that question.
No. I'll let you have it, Solus. I was about to say we had a conversation where it got brought up about racist content creators, and there was another individual that called Destiny and Vosh out, and I said on top of that yes, DGG is racist.
So I'm so glad. I'm so glad J-Boss asked that question.
But you've been back to the server way before that happened.
I was about to say no. Majin definitely hasn't. I'm so glad you said that.
I'll be honest. I didn't even notice either of you guys have left.
Fact, I'm sure that's
you're
what's
always here.
That's what's no. That's great. But no. So I literally remember that Majin dipped out. All of us really left. I remember the last time I was like, you know what, bro? I'm not coming into DG, and I was gone for a good minute. Was that shit that everyone keeps giving me memes about? Well, it was a Juneteenth. I saw my friend in there. We popped in. I saw him, and I know he's a fucking railroad synth. We were talking about Fallout 4, and I got on his ass, and we started talking about synths, and I started standing Brotherhood of Steel. We were just having a nerd conversation, and somebody I never talked to interrupted us to ask me, "Hey, Solus, why do all black people play 2K?" And I'm not saying that. Actually, what I'm saying is all people that play 2K is black. And I was like, you know what, bro? This just seems to be this server. I don't want to deal with this shit, and I left. And due to what Steven just said, I'm with that. Again, if it's just that, if shit like that should just be.
Shut the up.
Jesus Christ. If that's the way shit is supposed to be, then I have no beef. I have no quarrel. That is your server. That's how it's ran. I just appreciate to hear it from the horse's mouth. And again, I think the overall issue.
By the way, he said that's how it is. He doesn't care about edgy shit.
Facts, word. That's what's up. So what Hades said was really important. I think the issue became an issue was the thing you said about disparity and regging. That became the issue because when the Black Discord shit happened,
inconsistency more like, but yeah,
and disparity, inconsistency, whatever. Them. But that became the issue because when that Black Discord shit happened, we peeked our head back into DGG, and that's when Andrea was like going crazy on banning transphobia. That was, I guess, if you want to boil this down to one thing to particularly look at, because it seems like y'all can't agree on racism, we can agree that there tends to be a bit of a disparity in how things are regged. Is that fair? Can we agree on that before we even get into? Can we agree on that one?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
I agree, and that's why I brought receipts of like people getting wrecked for like bullshit reasons, people being able to be wrecked on behalf of other users to the point where they might as well be wrecked. And the thing I was trying to bring up, Majin, Solus, everybody in the community, even like in the YouTube comments where I've seen like some bad shit being told about you, I do want those people to lay off of you a little bit. They would have your back if you said like the rules are being unenforced, but then it becomes an unsatisfying narrative because it's like, what's the solution here? Well, we just need to hire more X. What does Destiny have to do? Well, he has to pay them. Sorry, buddy.
No, the answer I clearly got, right, in talking to a reg directly. They said that, yeah, I do think that there's a culture issue. This shit that happened was fucked up and we just need more black users. And to which I was like, bro, the last time there was a group of black users here, we couldn't even be nerds in this motherfucker. We got labeled the black group. They kept bothering us. We went to another Discord. They called us the black Discord. Like, it was a looping thing of like, yo,
not to be an asshole, like, does more black users solve the issue? Because the largest black communities that I've been in online seem to be the ones that hate black people the most. Like, the red pill communities are all like new blacks that like are probably more racist than like some of the actual racist communities. But that's just like
question. I'm not trying to make a joke here. I'm not trying to make a joke here. But can you could you say the N-word in those discords, Destiny? Because majority of the new users that I've seen over the 80 years of being
because
here,
those discords and those subreddits literally get like banned and shit all the time because of it. Yeah.
I was about, but
that's
no,
why
Destiny,
like
because this is what happens.
That's why the link. That's why the
link
or GERF subreddit like says they're not an official Fresh and Fit subreddit and shit. It's because they literally got banned from Reddit and shit for it.
But Destiny, that's not my solution, bro. That's what a reg told me when I brought these concerns up. That's what I don't. My solution was what you said. Like you said, bro. If edgy jokes and racist, like I consider this to be. If this was the fucking Kinsey scale of racism, it's this like he said, liberal weirdo racist shit. It's just like, why the would you say some shit like that? We're not cool enough to. Go ahead. What's up,
Steven? Are you interested in growing like the black users in DGG? Is that something that matters to you?
Not much, no. These types of servers are literally like impossible to fucking monitor. It is the hard because actually when I had a serious conversation with Polecat and my regulators a little bit ago, they said that like slur stuff and stuff related to racial issues, these are like some of the hardest issues to regulate, and I truly have no fucking idea.
Why?
Like,
wait, why, I'm interested. Why did you say that?
Why
because they're just, it's really hard to know like what's okay and what's not okay. It's so fucking difficult to know, and it's hard to figure out like what is the right answer for a lot of this shit. I don't even know how you'd begin to.
So just to like put a cap on that, like going back to like just interpersonal like issues. Again, if you know somebody and like you vibe with them, you can engage in edgy humor, and that person's going to find it to be okay. And then if like an external observer sees that, they just see them being a little edgy, then you might ban them for that, or you might not ban them for that. That's like just a judgment call. But if you just like categorically say no edgy humor, well, then we can ban literally anybody at any point in time if they're getting a little edgy, but we allow for that nuance.
And I feel like we've also gone back and forth on things like the N-word, because I think at one point wasn't the N-word completely banned from the server, and then it felt kind of weird to tell like black people that they're not allowed to say the N-word, and now I think anybody can say it with the soft A. I don't even know where we're at on that. Is it?
Nobody can say it. Nobody can say it even with the soft A.
Oh, so no, but not even black people allowed to say the N-word on that.
Yes.
Okay.
As a black person, I am oppressed.
Yo, Jesus. No, Auntie, I'm glad you said that. And I'm with that. But that's the thing I said is like, where do we draw the line with even edgy humor then? Because again, if somebody's making edgy ass racist jokes to me and I come to you and like, hey, bro, I'm not cool with this motherfucker. This shit is not okay. I told them to stop. They're continuing to do it. Is that regable? Do you not give a fuck if you just got to chalk it up to edgy humor and call it a day? Or
the best to, there's just steps. I mean, I don't know what to say other than if you just don't vibe with somebody and they aren't stopping, you block them or like you avoid them. They continuously harass you, then it's regable. Yeah. 100%.
What if you leave the server and then they label your Discord the Black Discord and then they have motherfuckers asking you for an invite like you got the Underground Railroad going?
Well, you keep saying, you complaining a lot of things there. So somebody calling it the Black Discord, I don't know if that sounds like good or bad. When you say having people ask you, are they like directing people, like saying like, hey, message this guy to get into the Black Discord server?
I don't even.
I mean, I get DMs like, "Hey, I heard about this."
Sure, I understand, but I'm saying there's a big, because if somebody's directing people to DM somebody for harassment, that should be in my server. I imagine that's bannable.
I feel like what exactly happened here,
or some shit, then it's bannable.
My thing is that like what I think exactly happened here is that they felt like, hey, we made them run to the Black Discord. Mind you, it's not. I cannot express this enough. We're not a fucking. This group we're talking about was not even a black group. We're a group of
World
nerds.
of Warcraft,
if anything,
Blizzard Discord. That
you
started
feel me?
back
It's
in
not a Black
2016.
Discord. It's a WoW Discord from 2016. They labeled it the Black. They made that. That's not. We didn't do that, right? What I'm saying, that's what happened, and then them saying that repeatedly, joking on it, riffing on it, whatever caught it in these racist, edgy, weirdy jokes. That made motherfuckers come to us. Now, if they direct, they could have not. This is, I left. Remind you, like you said, Auntie, when something becomes too much, block them, delete them, get away from. That was it. We just left. Motherfuckers was coming to me like, hey man, they said y'all had a Black Discord. They said they made y'all run to the Black Discord. Can I get an invite? I don't fuck with DDG neither. Like, that's what was happening. Now, was I there? I wasn't. I don't know if they were actually directing them to do it. I wasn't there. Again, I left. But this is just the receiving shit I got when I did what you just said, which is if somebody's being a dick, edgy racist bullshit, just leave. I left, and that's what happened.
Can I ask the question real quick?
What's good, gang?
What's good? They're passing around this screenshot of you calling somebody a sassy white bitch. Besides that, no. That's not. Besides that, have you ever said anything that could be construed as racist in the server?
I tend to not, and I know that exact example you're talking about. That's actually one of the people in this group. That's one of the people in the group of people I was talking about. We were having this heated back and forth. I think we were like, no, it was after the Wix panel. We were having a heated back and forth about this shit, and we were talking about it. And them and another user started to come at me sideways about this very subject. I usually call them a sassy. The person you talk about, I say that they're the sassiest bitch in DGG because they're very gossipy. They hop in people's DMs and shit. They're part of this group of people with the Black Discord shit. And I call them a sassy white bitch. I didn't even mean to. It wasn't even a
Are you
thought.
racist?
I mean, if you want to say that was wrong, and
I'm asking you honestly.
Am I? No. I don't think I'm racist.
Well, he doesn't think that because you can't be racist towards white people, which is why Martin keeps calling you fucking Romanian. And
whoever said, hold on, whoever said that? And I never been caught live saying.
No, let's hold it in.
Why are you here?
The particular person you're talking about, they're a Taylor Swift stan. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. You think about talk about live free, yeah. They're Taylor Swift fan. I usually call them a sassy bitch. I call them a sassy white bitch that one time. You can probably find other times where I call them a sassy bitch. I didn't mean any like that. If you want to say like that's fucked up, I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have called them a sassy white bitch.
I just want to ask a clarifying question real quick.
I didn't fucking. Like, it wasn't like I didn't wake up one day and be like, you know what? If you can't beat them, join them. Like I usually call them a sassy bitch.
is this just people are saying weird jokes? This isn't like, oh, hey, people are posting like figures about black crime trying to dog whistle racism. Is that happening?
That happens. When you saw like 1350 debates and shit and edgy race, like that type of shit.
No, not debates. People saying they think what black people are subhuman in some sort of way.
I think the last time that happened, I think Auntie was there and Auntie hopped on it. That was like the last time I saw Auntie reg something, if I'm not mistaken. This is more so the particular situation we're talking about right now was you could, again, if you want to put it in this Kinsey scale shit, edgy, weirdo, racist shit that was not liked by the black people on the receiving end of it. When those black people chose to leave the server and say, okay, we're not going to deal with this. This is just a culture of the server. We can't change it. We got that motherfuckers coming in us asking us about a black Discord. That's the particular situation we're talking about right now. What you're talking about, it does happen, but I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it get regged. I've seen it not get regged. Like, it does happen if that's the ultimate question you're asking.
Okay, so what do you want the regs? What do you want the Discord to do from here? I'm curious.
Bro. When I asked Steven, and again, Steven, when I was saying you answered this already, I said, hey, bro, if I'm just the weirdo here and like
no, I'm not asking you to repeat that. I'm asking, what do you want us to do? What do you want us to change?
What do I want regs to do?
Like if you could do the moderation on your own. You're like, I want to do the moderation this way. What would you change?
Oh yeah, if I would say that if you see some shit that you can look at and say this is race drama, I think you shouldn't just look at it and say what the this is race drama. I'm not gonna get my hands involved. I think you should if something like that passes by you and you're gonna comment on it, I think you should look into it. I also feel like if you're a reg and you say some shit like I don't think I can like reg racism, I don't. Not to be a dick to Andrea.
Do you think regs aren't regging? You think
no. Andrea told me. Andrea told me that she does not like she does not know how to handle American racism. That was
hold up. But to be fair to her, and I will speak for her, okay? I guarantee you that if she saw somebody say some shit like, "Oh, black people are apes," or "Oh, you're an N-word," she would probably ban it. So when she says she doesn't know how to reg racism, she doesn't mean she's not going to reg any racism. She probably means she's not going to do like the weird like, is it okay if this guy makes a joke about like this guy's like absent father? That's probably what she means. That'd be my guess.
Wait. Also, just to add a caveat there, like, did she say I'm not equipped to like reg racism? Or
She said she doesn't understand American racism. I think that's
okay. So
I gotta go back into tech check see exactly.
Yeah. So if she said American racism, the reason why she said American racism is because there's nuances associated with some shit that happens in America that she's just not as familiar with because she's Finnish. But if she like saw like explicit shit or shit that she could readily identify, yeah, she would reg it.
Okay, so this is all just
I would say that I would act. No, I would act.
What this is all is?
No, I was about to say that.
This is essentially just interpersonal drama.
Yeah, that's what this is.
They've been dating. They've been dating this shit.
I was about to say something.
It's just really no. Shut the fuck up for a minute. It's just fucking annoying.
I was about to say something.
Nolan's was talking this whole fucking.
You can talk right after me, but I was about to say.
Come on, guys. Come on. Let's not
with
talk. Hey, Jay Boss, all you're doing here is like you want to deflect.
Yeah, he's not talking anymore. Everyone,
let's ignore him.
So let's say your piece.
I was just about to say though, like I would just again, that's why I came up here to even ask Steven directly. Like I would hope that mods would tell motherfuckers to knock shit like that off. But again, if that's just the server, if you feel like that's just what it is what it is, comes with the territory, then I don't even have the question's been answered. That's okay. Shit like this is acceptable. It is what it is. Deal with it. And I'll deal with it. I just won't be around like that. I'll move accordingly. I'll pop in and out when I see my friends and I won't stick around for bullshit like this, like we did before. Hopefully this time though, if anybody starts talking about a black Discord, y'all will do something about it and don't have users doing shit like that going to bother people who have left the server. I would hope that regs would get on shit like that.
I don't know what you just said. I don't know what that means. If somebody in my Discord server is like saying, go DM this guy, everybody go DM this guy, my understanding is that should be bannable because it's literally directed harassment. But if somebody's just saying, like, oh, this guy went to a different Discord server and you're like, oh my God, ban this guy because he's like directing people to go to, like, no, that would be, that's just, I don't even know how you can begin to like moderate that.
No, several times I said like, hey guys, we don't have a black Discord, right? That doesn't exist. Nobody send an invite. If y'all see anybody like talking about this, dead it. This is not real. This is weird. We left the server. Please don't let this shit continue. But again, it just kind of, no one did shit about it.
Okay, when you said we left the server, who is we?
Fuck, I got these.
No. Like, what kind of people are we?
Nerds.
Okay, it wasn't just like black people that were upset with the racism on the.
Oh, that's another thing about this. This group was. I said that we're nerds. If anything, it wasn't an entirely black group. It was white people, gay people, Puerto Ricans. I'm black and Dominican. Like it was mad different groups of people from different backgrounds. We just got the label black group because I don't know why. Like I don't. I didn't.
It sounds
do
like
that.
it's because it specifically had to do with black issues on the server. That's what it sounds like.
It doesn't. I don't even think it's that.
What the server?
Okay,
it's not
so
weird interpersonal shit. Like,
this sounds like
what's
weird
your thought?
interpersonal shit. So this isn't like actually just racism. This is just someone makes a weird comment or makes a weird joke, and you don't like that. Okay. This server doesn't seem like it's meant for you. Good luck.
Jesus.
See you around.
oh, okay.
God.
Good point,
Okay.
big dog.
Anyone else?
Wait, did
Are
you
we
just
done?
ban that guy?
Yep. This isn't.
Wait, he's banned? Okay.
This is just some fucking.
Oh,
this is the
God.
dumbest shit I've
Bro,
ever heard.
I'm not gonna beat the
Maybe I
racism
may be
allegations.
able to get that.
Yeah,
no,
like, hold
no,
on, like,
that's why you need to be here. I'm black. I can do
It
it.
doesn't matter, bro.
but this is not even
It
weird
shouldn't matter,
interpersonal. There's tons of like even on top of that, tons of different. I'll stand on that too.
Hold on, you
There's
banned
tons.
Solus?
Oh no.
Like Solus is one of the biggest members of the. Like everybody loves Solus.
That was
That's
unnecessary.
crazy.
Like, why would you do that?
Okay. Who are the other micro celebrities that have to go?
I guess you could ban me too.
Later.
Bullshit.
Dangerous.
Can I? Okay, so I again, I'm gonna I guess be sneaky, and just take a mic for a moment. There is a bit of a problem with like the disparity of how the rules are enforced because there's a little game I like to play where whenever the comment is made, and I've heard this from female users as well, like when it's flipping between genders, but also between race. The amount of fucking comments I've seen about like white cocks, white Europeans, Euro cocks, all this fucking shit, Eastern Slavs, fucking Holocaust chaff,
Hold on, sorry.
ashtray
Sorry.
fillers.
Hades. Before
Yes?
you move it on to other things, and I'm sure that's very important. I'm not trying
Sure.
to belittle that. But Destiny, like, is this how things should be handled? That these guys, they had the problem, they came to you, like
No,
asked you about
that's
this, you
not
said, come on.
that's not
And
how it
then- hold on,
happened.
Jay, I'm not
Listen,
talking- are
as
you-
a-
is yours
As a white progressive, it's not my place to have a position on black crime. So if fourth thought wants to start banning.
But like,
don't do that. Well, it was far
hold on,
banning them, so
hold on. Let's talk about that. Look, these two, they came right now. You could say that maybe their issues weren't valid or something, right? But now the people who like brought this before you are banned because they talked to you about it. Is that okay?
I'm gonna put a pin in this, and I'm gonna revisit this. Link me this clip in 1 or 2 years, because I fully admit that I might not have the necessary perspective. Shit might change. Maybe I'll grow or change my opinion or whatever. But just for the way that I feel about all of this right now, these particular racial issues with like black American men on my Discord server feel like fucking cancer AIDS to moderate. Like literally impossible dog shit to sort through. And I feel like I have to tiptoe around this group of people in every single sense of internet moderation and their sensibilities more than any other group of people. And it's really, really, I don't mean that as an insult or anything. I love black people. I've got like 2 black friends, okay? They're my favorite people in the world. I listen to Kanye West all the time. But it is so fucking hard to figure out how to ever sort through these types of issues. I truly don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure I've even talked to my regulars before about this. Like, I don't know how to like draw hard rules on any of this. Especially now, the one exception I could say is if I ran a Discord where this was like a gaming Discord and we just like talked about games and shit, and some weird fucking cringe white dudes came in and they just sort of like bringing up like shit around like racial issues, like bro, just ban that shit easy. But in a Discord server where people are talking about politics, talking about racism, being fucking edgy, fucking shitting on each other, and where every other ethnic group, like I said, and this is just what I hear because I don't spend as much time, but this is what I hear. If you ever come into any of my servers with a fucking European accent, you sound French, you're fucking Eastern European, you're any other race, people give you all sorts of shit over it. But for black people, they don't stand for any of it. And it's like the biggest issue. And I don't know how to, I just don't know how to sort through that shit. So for forethought is basically saying like, if these are the types of like micro interpersonal, like micro aggressive, like racist issues that bother you, to just leave because they probably won't get any better. And for my personal opinion, that's probably true. They probably won't get better because I don't even know how we begin to moderate shit like this. That's okay. Yeah, go for it.
Great. But like, and it was told to these people that maybe this isn't the place for them, which is also a fair response. But to ban them, right? Well, if that's the case, then why don't you just purge black people from the server? If it's that big of a headache,
The problem isn't black people. So the reason why
it's not about purging black people.
I don't know why.
Well, hold on, no.
Wait. So I don't know why. I don't know why Forethought did it. And maybe I could talk to him later for his motivations. If it was to be done, and if I was to do it, my rationale would be. These guys sound like nice people, so I'm not trying to like shit on them or anything. I don't have any personal problems with them. But when these types of people stay around, typically what they do is they foment like extreme aggression towards the moderation and extreme disdain for the server, and it ends up growing into like a massive fucking like, this place is fucking racist, this is horrible, we're gonna take a big group of people, we're gonna bother the regs, we're gonna fucking exodus from the server, blah blah blah. That type of situation blows up a lot. It's one of the reasons why I aggressively moderate like my subreddits, because I don't want to foster that like community of people. I don't know why Forethought did it, if he just thinks it wouldn't like work here or whatever, but like, so I mean, I'm sympathetic towards that style of moderation, because if those people stay around, it's just going to be to foment like that sort of like aggression to the server, and it just like everybody basically gets fucked for it.
So could you describe what type of people are these people? Like I don't
if you're the type of
that.
person, and this is based on also like, and I feel stronger about this now after being confronted with everything, it feels like my servers are very much not that racist. If after 6 months I'm being confronted with like 3 like questionable jokes, I actually feel like my server's in a really good spot as far as racism is concerned, especially based on what I see, not to throw any other servers on the bus, but what I see come out of like the politics Discord. I feel like my Discord is in a really, really, really good spot if these people are the ones bringing these types of issues to me. Now, if there was a whole bunch of like hard R's or like what's up Abe, like crazy shit like that, I'd be like, okay, something has to change. But these don't seem to be that big of an issue. And if you've got this big of a problem that you're willing to leave the server over these issues, then it's probably not going to get any better, and it's probably just going to foment like a whole bunch of like undesirable behavior in the server. That's my guess. Yeah.
And if that wasn't the case, I wouldn't be banned for the racer not
Right.
joke. I mean,
The
thing is that
well, then I'll leave it at that.
I wanted to. Because like Prime.
Okay, so yeah, I'm done. So I'll just leave it at that. Like, that's the way you want to run it. That's fair.
Listen. There's.
Dude, what do you mean way about to
again,
run it? These guys.
Jay, chill. Okay, so
I'm
here's the
chill.
deal.
Do I get a chance to like
Solis.
actually?
I don't dislike you. You will. But there's.
What do you mean? You think I'm a racist?
Fucking chill. Okay. So, and you can speak. Okay. So, I don't dislike Solus. I don't dislike Majin. I think they're good people, as Destiny said. Like, it is the case that like Forethought's a black reg, Free's a black reg. I was a former head reg. I'm black. Austin was a former head reg. He was black. The idea that like the server generally is anti-black and then we're just purging people who are black isn't true. Like, it could be the case that like for this situation, there are some things that slip through the cracks and they should have been handled more effectively. But this is not indicative of like a systemic thing. And it is pretty fucking frustrating generally when you're like being a mod on a Discord server, which is already like, you're not fucking getting paid for it. You're volunteering your time. You're just here to have fun. You're here to vibe. And you're just fucking like being there for the community. And there's like a general sentiment that is being expressed towards like even the black moderators in the server, that they're fucking like anti-black or something. Like that's frustrating. And I would totally understand. No, I'm not saying you. Oh, yeah. Right? I'm not saying you're doing this. But like I understand like when you have that sentiment expressed to you enough, you just say fuck it. You're gone. It's not worth your time. Why would you waste your time?
And to be very clear, I didn't want to say that like you are purging the server of black people now. Before that was a hypothetical. Then why don't you just do it in the future? To be very clear on that.
Well, wait. Why the fuck would I purge all black? I don't think every.
Well, no. With like because that's you just said to me that black people, they're just so much. They're the biggest problem you have in your hands when it comes to moderation. That you barely know what to do here. And then
hold up. That was the worst reframing of what I just said. What I said was I didn't say black people are unmanageable, uncivilized gorillas that can't be moderate. I didn't say that.
But you thought it didn't.
Stop. What I said was these particular racial issues around black people are impossible to moderate. This has nothing to do with black people. There are plenty of black people in my server. Well, there's ostensibly there are a few that do their thing and I have no problem, blah, blah, blah. I don't have issues moderating black people. That's these particular black issues are really fucking difficult. And just look at the whole how many fucking panels on Twitch do we have of like, is it okay for white people to rap the N-word? Obviously, these issues are really fucking contentious, are really fucking difficult to moderate, especially on a politically oriented Discord server. I don't know what the right answers are.
Steven, these issues only come up because black people are on the server. Black men are on the server. So obviously, I don't think it's unreasonable to link those two things.
But I agree. I think black people are the issue.
No.
Hold on.
All right,
Cease
but not
muted. I
all
muted
black
him.
people
Okay,
on the
sorry.
server are having this issue. There's people like I'm gonna name names because I've always been asked. There's people like Casper. There's people like Demonic that wanted to step up and call it out. It's like, hey, that's not my experience at all. You got well. I'm quoting them as they said to me that these guys are being hysterical. These guys are like usually drawing, making every conversation the meaning of the race all the fucking time. This is not a case of every single black user that like ever came here had this fucking problem and had to have a reg action. There is severely not the case and hasn't been the case.
And that doesn't need to be the standard, of course, right? That every single black person has that problem, right? That doesn't.
Yeah,
need to be
if you
standard.
ban the issue, if you if you go differently about the moderation prime, you're not gonna have like 99 whatever like some super high percentage of black people getting banned from the server because this is not the rule in general. Now, some people do point at the fact that, and this is like what Destiny is slightly, are the conservative black discords that he's talking about allowing the N-word, because unironically, what happens in the server, and I've seen this time and time again, but the mods that I hang out with see in this time and time again, where a black user would come in here and they would say, like we would just have a casual conversation, and he would say the N-word, and we would say, whoa, don't let the reg catch you say that, because like this word is banned here, right? Not to say like we're trying to skirt like, oh, it's okay as long as the reg is not here, right?
Yeah,
But just, hey, it's banned here, right? So then he would say, and again, this is not always the case, but like 75% of the time, I don't have like the data points to plot it out, but most of the time it'll be, wait, why not? I'm black. And like, I can turn on the cam. It's like, no, we can't do that. This is not, we're not gonna go about like where you have to show your fucking driver's license, yada yada. I try to explain to them that logistically, this is not gonna work. We're not gonna have the fucking authoritarian verification where you have the actual black rolls. By the way, Destiny, holy shit, please don't have like an actual black rolls, because people are gonna meme about it. There's a lot of biracial people here that have an issue with it, including some of the X mods. So, and they'll point, people point at that and say like, yo, I had like 4 of my friends, join the server and all got fucking banned. It's like, well, yeah, because they said the N-word. They didn't get banned for the first offense. We told them, hey, you can't say it here. You can say the N-word, as in like literally the N-word. Just don't say it and you'll be fine, right? But they say, no, this bullshit, and they decided to take some defiant stance. Then they get banned, and then they claim the server's racist. That's majority of the time what happens. But people don't see that because those users, as you would expect, last maybe 1 or 2 days before they finally go, no, fuck this, I'm taking a stance, boom, and they get banned, perma IP banned, or 7 days, and then they just don't come back.
Great rule breakers. Like you just like took all that time to like describe a rule breaker, and they broke the rules and whatever, right? Like, but that's not what we're discussing here. We're talking about 2 individuals who had this problem. They came in here respectfully. At least I thought. And presented that issue, and then for their troubles, they got banned for it. Now,
Well,
again,
I mean, it sounds like the issue
Destiny,
is one they've already.
That's fine.
It sounds like the issue is they've already left the server once, and then they came back, and it sounds like these issues are never going to change. So
Dude, they never left the server. They've been here the entire time. They're full of shit.
Yeah, they never.
This whole thing. Hold on a second. Okay, before you interrupt me.
Okay, and also
right?
just real quick, because Jay, and you will get to talk, okay, but you do sound a little bit racist to me.
Yes,
I'm not. The thing about this is like the initial like issue that me and Solus had was like resolved, and I got regged, and that was fine. Me and Solus squashed the beef. But then I wake up to like DMs from regs telling me that people are like going through my messages and like accusing me of being racist and all this stuff. So the outrage came after I had been banned, after all that stuff had been worked out. And that's when I made like the Million Man March joke. I'm not actually a racist. I leaned into it because the whole situation was so comedic and goofy because of like what extreme these guys are going to like start like a consistent discourse in the server about racism. And it's like they would dominate VCs with this debate and discussion. It would go on for hours. And it's been months, dude. Like this happened 6 months ago. When I got DMs again that this was starting up because they went on Wick's show, I was like, are you serious? Why the fuck are they like? There's no point to be going into this again. It was resolved, but they don't want a resolution. They don't want anything constructive. They've been enjoying this platform and this opportunity to try and color the server and other people, however, as a racist or whatever. It's just not true. Like I'm not a racist person.
Okay,
I'm not.
We get it. You're not racist.
Can I ask for something?
Sure, go ahead.
Can you check the DMs? One is the message of Majin like advertising Ronan in the server because he did it mostly through voice. And second, I do actually have like messages and a person who was banned allegedly for sexually harassing Solus wants to come in. So the question is, can we bring that person into?
Well, yeah. Well, hold on. First, we brought in free. We brought in free. What do they want to say?
Holy shit.
Okay, so
go ahead.
here's like the future, that alternative future where they don't get banned, is they just keep getting madder and madder and hyping themselves up on how this is a racist Discord server, and it's just going to come back to the same like 3 maybe weird jokes. It's not going to be like actual racism. And I mean that, not like actual racism. It's going to be at best slightly tangential, slightly uncomfortable, maybe kind of weird, awkward, nerdy white guys saying stuff they probably shouldn't. I don't give a shit about the people that want to complain about that. This Discord isn't for you. This probably the internet isn't for you. Don't come to this fucking Discord and fucking whine about that shit. No one cares. Anything else? Anything else, Destiny?
Well,
Anyone else?
I don't have anything right now for you.
All right, peace out.
I mean, like, I just think what you did is bullshit.
I stayed quiet while he
No,
was around.
like,
Holy shit. Yeah, that nigga's a
whatever.
shooter. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, my bad, Prime. Go ahead. Yeah, that nigga was
No, no.
bad.
Wait. What did Free want to say? Free joined this as one of my regs. What?
Okay.
Yeah. So we can start at the top. First off, Hades has nothing to do with this. I don't know why he's here. Hey,
True.
Auntie. To be fair to my boy, that's my boy. But he wasn't here, right? And he was trying to like do that, and a lot of things got misconstrued. Hey, the Mika circumstance. I was in the chat when it was listening to it, and I kicked him. I didn't ban him. I kicked him because it was his first offense. All right. They can cry about it, but that's what we would normally do with people who their first offense. Now he had been there were reports of him saying things that I get from people, but I don't take reports at face value, because again, if I'm not there, it's really hard to corroborate a lot of things. So if they're complaining about things that happen after that, it's outside of my control, right? The other issues with J Boss, I thought were squashed, but it was some racist shit. Again, I'm not there to be able to deal with it, right? But again, I thought
What
that
was
was
it?
squashed. I mean, yeah, some comments passed between them. They've talked about them on stream. We don't have to go through the rest of them.
I respect that.
Right, right. Thirdly, the other user there, Toyolo. I don't know if people brought him. He got banned. I banned him as well. I didn't ban him for racism, because since I was involved with it, and that's kind of where they were going with him in that. And he was the guy who was trumping up the Black Discord things. So I don't know if they mentioned the cornball jokes and how it got turned into a racist thing. How they were. The group of black people were seen as like banding together to cause like trouble or some shit like this. All right, so I mean, those are the kind of comments that they're like referring to, and those comments were made, but that person did get banned. It came back, but it got banned again. So, and they're already out of the server. Okay, a lot of this shit should have been squashed, right? It's been dead for like months, and it's kind of a lot of drama farming, right? A lot of people just kind of wanting to get in, right?
Well, can
People
I
like
push back
Hades
on that just
should
for a
be
second?
here.
No, how are you gonna
Yeah.
say that this doesn't involve me when it's literally they're calling out my friends? The person that they're calling sassy
Your
bitch,
friend.
is literally
Dude,
my friend Jumbo.
Hades, stop.
When you're
Hades,
friend.
stop. Please,
Okay.
bro.
Okay.
Please.
Your
Honestly,
friends,
dude.
not you.
This is just a response to what Free was saying. Majin and Solus. I don't think this is just like on a whim. This happened. This has been happening over the last, from my understanding, over the last year or two, right?
No, the events happened 6 months ago, within like a week.
Well, and then also,
Yeah.
I want to say,
No.
when we say real quick, when we say this has been going on for a year, that phraseology implies that
What I
there's
meant
like
was-
a lot of racist stuff happening over the course of the year, but it doesn't. It seems like
No,
the
no, no,
same
no, no,
like
no.
3 or 4 things are brought up every single time.
Yes. What I meant was like these events date back to as far as, would you say, 6 months ago?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
it happened
all
in
right,
6
so
months.
yeah, I'll be real quick because I really don't have anything to do with this. But so, you seem so no. The problem with the Discord is, what is racist, right? It's different to different people. It's so ambiguous that without concrete rules, this will always happen when you have mixed audiences, right? Until you decide just to say what's allowed and what's not, people will always have these arguments. But back, just real quick, back to my point about Solus and Majin. I think they're very reasonable. This wasn't just on a whim. They even like they put a Google document together to show Destiny before they came on, to like, whatever they can scram together, whatever evidence they could. And he said, "You, Destiny, I don't know what was said behind closed doors, but I'm assuming you said you'd listen to their problems, right?"
Sure. Yeah.
And when they came on here, I don't think they said anything egregious. It was just their experience. They weren't being rude or anything like that.
Okay.
Them niggas shouldn't have been banned, okay? They shouldn't have been banned. Guys, I don't know why you tiptoeing get on. That ban was fucking
I'm not.
retarded.
I'm just. No, I'm trying to ask. Okay. All right. Listen, I don't have much else to say, but I'm about out because I want to talk to Destiny in a second. But go ahead, guys.
No,
yeah. So
number one.
Yeah, number one, that's our number one problem. People involving themselves and shit they ain't got nothing to do with. How you defending people you ain't met? How you weren't even here? So it ain't got nothing to do with y'all. We got to
I was
chill
here
with
for the
that.
whole conversation. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, I'm the only person. I'm the only person in this VC who was involved in this shit at all. I'm the only person in this call right now who's actually in the middle of this stuff.
Because the other people were banned. The people
I didn't ask for them to get banned, Prime. Stop having a fucking meltdown.
Hey, boss, it's not all about fucking you. I wasn't talking to you. Shut the hell up.
We jumping for pump fakes and we ain't got to do that. We ain't got to do that. Calm down. Focus.
So the other two were banned. The ban was bullshit. Like that's how I feel about it. But again, if Steven's okay with it, then I'll have to leave it there.
Bro, that's secondary.
How is it secondary?
Yeah, because we got to deal with one thing at a time. I get they were banned. We can deal with that at a second. Like I'm trying to deal with their accusations first, and then you can deal with their ban.
Didn't we deal with that shit for like the past hour? You're gonna rehash that shit again?
I ain't really. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna let you finish.
I just like the problem is the ban. Like the problem right this second is that ban, and that just is allowed to stand.
But Prime, Steven said Destiny said he agrees with it, or he doesn't mind.
No, he doesn't. He's trying to do it because he doesn't want it. Like his general did it, and he's not gonna fucking show that the house is divided. He literally said,
he just gave his whole. He just gave his whole. He just gave his whole reasoning
if
why.
If you say anything like that, you've got a 1 week probation. If you say anything like that, you're banned from my Discord for a fucking week. I don't know why the you accuse me of being bad faith. I don't give a about undoing or going over any of my mods. If I think there's a bad ban, dude, talk to RTBA. I unban half the people that this guy bans all the time. I don't know why the say retarded shit like that. I already explained why Fortnite probably banned. I'm talking to you, you retarded Somalian fucking pig.
Relax,
okay? Yes, all right. I'm not sensitive, but you keep accusing me of like lying and being bad faith. That might be all of your motherfuckers because in the Quran you're allowed to do that shit, and Allah fucking worships you for it. Okay, but I do not lie. I don't. I've been on the internet for 13 fucking years, okay? Yes, you did. You just said that you did. You said that I don't support the ban after I said I do support the ban. And the only way for me to do that is to be a fucking liar. I'm not gonna fucking lie about it, motherfucker.
So hold on, let me ask you this much, you fucking asshole, you fucking retard. Why the f did you say, yo, dude, you're not helping me out here by making me look bad, banning these fucking people who did nothing?
Because he banned two black people complaining about racism allegations. This is a joke.
So
I also said,
is it?
No, that's a joke. I literally also said earlier, oh no, we're gonna lose all my black members out of my Discord server having this conversation. That was a joke too. Yes.
Let me just say this much: if these two people hit you up, you're unbanning them, which shows are you not? Yes or no? Yes or no? If they hit you up or if they hit RTBA up, you're not gonna be like, no, these guys, we're sticking with what Forethought said. No, you're gonna unban them. Which shows what I'm saying is true.
You're getting like mad at a future that doesn't even exist yet. By definition, because it's a future.
No, hold on. Did he not get mad at the future that didn't exist? Because he said, listen, the reason why these people should have been banned anyways because you keep these type of people around, which you agreed with, by the way. You said you keep these people around, they're not gonna fucking change. They're not gonna love the Discord. And eventually what they're gonna do is gather a whole bunch of people and try to get these people to another server. That future didn't exist either, but you used it to justify the
First of all, that is a pattern of behavior that's very common. Secondly, yes, that feature already did happen. It's called the past, and they already mentioned that they brought a bunch of people and taken them and gone to like a WoW server because people were unhappy with things. So that's literally already happened. Yes.
That wasn't your justification, though.
No, I didn't. No, hold on. My justification was that people that tend to anti-fan about like moderation server issues cause a lot of problems, and that's something that almost ubiquitously happens. It's just like that's a really common thing about online communities.
Okay.
And now in this particular case, it's already happened once before by their own admission.
Okay, now hold on. Let me ask you this then. If a fan or if one of your Discord rats wants to come to you and complain about moderation, are you basically pretty much telling them not to do that, or else it's like a automatic ban? Because people that do that shit equals fucking anti-fan equals fucking I don't want you around because you bitch about the fucking small stuff.
No, there's plenty of issues that are legitimate to complain about when it comes to moderation. But there's also going to be stuff that it won't matter if you complain about it. Like if somebody's like, listen, I really, really, really like to talk about if traps are gay, and it's bullshit that you've banned this topic, then fuck it, I'll say no, leave. Like you're not gonna.
Okay. So hold on. That's number one. Up to opinion. No, hold on. Mr. Black Advisory Board Member 3. Hold on 1 second. With them, their issues were based on the way that they seen certain comments in your fucking community. If you don't see it as racist, you're pretty much saying, listen, I don't give a fuck if you see some shit as racist. If I don't see it as racist, then your fucking concerns, your fucking problems are retarded, and get the fuck out of my face. But you just said like racism is super hard to fucking mod. So which one is it? Are you gonna listen to the people affected, or are you just gonna go with what
no.
you
Both of those statements are true. It is very difficult to mod. I make my judgment call. If you don't agree, then leave. That's fine, though. The other guy sounded like he understood. He's like, okay, fine. If this is how you want to run your shit, then I don't want to be here. Which is totally fine. Both people can be okay on that.
Yeah, so I don't know if they. I don't. Yeah, like second, the ban's probably unjustified. Some of their complaints are true. The Alva situation, he wasn't doing the R Traps gay thing. He was talking about whether he'd date a trans person.
Which is fair, but it sounds like he didn't actually get rigged. Somebody just told him, yo, this conversation is getting close, so like stop.
That's not it. Yeah, it wasn't even close to that. It had nothing to do with that. That's what I'm saying. Hades ain't got nothing to do with this shit. It was never that. Right? It was only Alva like chasing the man, like showing him dick pics.
Wait. When
right?
you said the conversation has nothing to do with it, and you can correct me if I'm wrong because I wasn't there for any of this. What was told to me was it sounds like the conversation was revolving around if an ex became trans and had bottom surgery, would you date them? And then when he said yes, the trans lady, I don't know what her name was like, oh well, now you're gay or whatever. And that does sound like a combo that's bordering on the R Traps gay thing.
Yeah. This is the thing where what will happen is people will ask questions like that, debate people into saying shit like this, right? Because that's transphobic, and now we can wee woo and call regs, right? I'm getting the conversation was never trying to suss out or get for him to focus on R Traps gay. It's not never the conversation.
No,
and what
yeah. I understand that nobody was trying to bait it out, but I'm saying like even legitimate conversations.
No. People were trying to bait it out of him.
Oh, okay.
But that's right. That's the problem, right? We start with the baiting out, and since we can't bait him out, they harassed him.
Well, but it sounds like the regs didn't do anything wrong. The regs just said like, hey guys, don't do this conversation. It sounds like that's all that happened.
Right, from that, but his complaint and his complaint there was again for which again I didn't see because I didn't see any other DMs. We didn't deal with that until I got the messages about him about Alva and her DMs to him, which we talked to her. She admitted, and then we banned it. Right, again, but like so again, a lot of the things did get corrected. So if anything, like the point DGG is racist, it's a little overblown. Right, but again, like the point that he did have was about like irregular moderation. Right,
it sounds to me, and you can correct me if I'm right. I just don't understand. It sounds like the moderators did everything correct here. It sounds like he never got banned. It sounds like she did get banned. What are the mistakes from the mods here?
Not in that circumstance. He brought up like three or four things that happened.
Sure, but like if you've got like 3 or 4 instances of racism over 1 year, and one of them is like the mods don't even do anything bad, it just seems like.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's why I mentioned that these things are a little bit overwhelming because we did deal with them, right? And with the things that we do have complaints about, right? About just irregularity and moderation. It's hard to. It's the part where I agree with you. It's hard to moderate in that particular way. It's hard to judge. A lot of them are judgment calls, right? So I mean, so we can make complaints in that space, but it's really hard to draw a line and make it perfect for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, if you're black and you're in an edgy fucking Discord, don't be fucking retarded, okay? Have these niggas say some shit that could easily be seen as racist. You just gotta realize the fucking environment you're in and just fucking read it within context. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sure, but then I do want to say, I don't know why you're giving guidelines on my Discord, but like, I do also want to say, like, I don't want people in the server that are literally being just like blatantly racist. Like, if there is some like white dude or even a fucking black dude that's in the server, and every time a black person makes a joke, he's like, oh yeah, did your dad teach you that one? Oh, you don't have one. Like some shit like that over and over and over again. I don't want those types of people in my server. Like, I think that's just gross and stupid. But like, if we're talking like a lot of people doing like a lot of edgy jokes with each other and a lot of dumb shit, and then somebody's like on the racism advisory board, like I don't know if I care as much about like trying to figure out these issues of like, is this like evidence that the moderation team is racist or that there's like rampant racism in the server or.
Yeah, everything else we should be good. It should die at this point. There's nothing else left.
I'm gonna leave.
I guess the message is doubly racism, honestly.
Also, yeah, I don't know where Forethought is. It just mean like that shit's petty as fuck. You can unban them. They not them type of cats, right? And again, I don't know why I got blown out, but I don't think this is like a. Hopefully, it's not a campaign. But I mean, if you want to keep them unbanned, that's fine. It don't really matter.
Well, that's what I said. You got mad at me. You're like, you don't know.
You ain't even involved, my guy. What we got to do
Nigga,
with
bitch.
That is
A
true.
grown
That is
man.
true.
What the fuck?
But
Philly, don't take
he
it
does
from
not.
this nigga.
Dude, shut up. Shut up.
Okay, guys. Listen. Don't go against the master. You know what I mean? I know you know what? I was gonna say a joke, but Steve's gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna fucking say it.
True.
Be like, oh my god, I don't know why you insinuate these things, you sensitive
True.
bitch. You fucking rat. But
All
at
right,
the end,
well-
most definitely.
Say it, Torontos. Say it.
No, I'm not gonna say. I think you're
No,
amazing.
say it.
You're
I'm
great.
here.
Don't
Say
bitch
it.
up now.
Yeah, say it now.
Yeah.
Come on.
No,
You got all
you're
that
great.
shit to say.
Philly,
He's
what
here.
the Don't side with him just because he's African American and I'm just African.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have
fourth
to.
thought.
What do you mean?
Yeah, fourth thought. Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, go unban them guys, man.
It's like basically law.
They're not them. They're not them type of cats. Like I think there were a few of valid claims, and we can deal with all of that.
The
I
kind
don't
of
think it's
person
like
to sit in their like spare time and draft a Google Doc of racism and DGG to compile a list of evidence that is like in totality some edgy jokes at best is the exact kind of terminally online person that should be permabanned from the internet forever. They are unhinged. They are mentally
You're
unwell.
attacking
They
half
need
of
a
the
job.
listeners.
Fourth thought, when
by the way.
Destiny told him he didn't
You
care,
guys.
didn't they accept that? Didn't they say, okay, that's cool? Like
I don't know who you're talking to. I'm not Steve. I'm not Steve. I'm not
You're the one who
Steve.
banned them, nigga. The fuck? He's talking to you, the one who banned them.
Yes. And I gave my reason, and he's talking about what Steve said. I'm not Steve.
Yeah. Okay. So fourth thought, I don't know why you felt the need to ban these individuals. Like if the type of people to organize their thoughts in a Google Doc, and this is the thing that happens all the time in this space. People put things in Google Docs. I know this personally, right? They compile evidence and they present this evidence. That's the thing that they did, right? And
Is
it
that
wasn't.
what you got from that? That was the Google Docs
Yeah,
thing? That's what you got
real
from
quick,
that?
Prime. Real
Yeah,
quick. No, they yes, this is a response from what happened from Wix panel. I don't know. They were called out, and if y'all remember, like if you don't look at the comments and all that shit, they were called out for not having that evidence, not documented. Where's your evidence? Destiny shows up, they don't respond, and Destiny dips, and so they compile the shit. These ain't the terminally online cats you're talking about. That's a misread.
Don't your fucking boss do Google Docs and shit? They learned from him probably. Wait, why
Yeah.
the fuck are you shitting on them for making a Google Doc? That doesn't make any sense.
If you're doing like a rape accusation Google Doc, it's one thing, but there's kind of a trend of like people doing like huge exposés on like dumb shit. I think is what he's pointing out. But
Yeah, and
But on the other hand, if they
the
came here with
comments
nothing,
that
you
they
would
used
shit
of
on them for that
mine
too.
were like way out of context.
Yeah, no
and,
one
like,
cares.
weren't-
But Steven, like they just presented the evidence, right? Like, as far as I know, they didn't like mass email this to everyone to try to blow this up. They just presented evidence to you, like to say, hey, we have our thoughts organized. Now you can say those thoughts were not valid, and that's absolutely fair. But like they just presented it to you. That's it.
listen, if the one guy is it
Solus?
Freak?
Oh, sorry.
Free me?
Oh, it's free. Sorry, I see an PHRE. Listen, if Freak says that they don't move that way and they're not those types of people, then fuck it. If you want to ban them, unban them. That's okay.
That easy? Okay. You stick
Great.
by your decisions, Liz Steve. I'm
Power.
impressed.
Yeah, I stick by my guys. And again, a part of me is why I can't be like I was biased. These are my guys. I don't want to show up and be like holding a flag for them and be like, yeah, free. You don't reg properly, right? So a lot of this shit I can't even get directly involved with. But they are my guys. I know them cats. They're not terminally online guys. You even heard Solus say it. Most of the time he's not in the server. When they did dip, it wasn't like they got banned or nothing. They just left and went to a different server and chilled. Right? It's not that kind of mission.
Like my part in this is done. I'm gonna go play AC6 because I've been loving that game. Tatu Kessler, thanks for talking to me, Steve.
Love you, buddy.
Right.
Take care, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna bounce out too. It's been lovely. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. Y'all have a good one.
Be careful.
Did we fix the racism?
Yes.
I guess so.
Speaking of that, I have I want to talk to Destiny. Like,
Dude, I like how throughout this entire thing, like the one person actually involved in this, like was just interrupted and shut down the entire time.
Damn.
I think that's crazy.
You're a white man. Your opinion does not matter when it comes to racism. Walk.
Oh,
Okay, wow. Okay.
excuse me, sir. I'm not white. I'm Italian.
This is it.
Okay.
This is
Oh
exactly
my
what
god,
I'm
look
talking
at you. I said boy and all you niggas went crazy. Holy shit, relax. Also, can I
Okay,
say niggas in
it's
this
fine,
situation or
dude.
does it
It's
count?
fine, dude. You know, like, as a Somali, not all Somalis are created equal. He's a
Wait,
piece
Somali?
of shit.
You're not Somali. There's no
I'm
way.
Dadaroad, you scum fuck.
You're
Eat
not.
shit and die.
I was about to say makes sense, but I'm not gonna do that. I don't give in tribalism.
See you later,
but it kinda
homie.
makes sense.
Loser.
Guys, all the Darod in my chat. This is your
Go
people
fucking
right
hop
here.
in a
This is
different
your
VC and
cousin.
suck another
This
fucking
is your
swingers cock,
cousin.
loser.
You are literally. This nigga is 100% the definition of Darod. He
Holy
started some shit at me
shit.
before he could end
Bro,
me.
that guy just out Somali'd you. Are you okay?
Damn, dude.
Out Somali'd me, my f***ing
Out
ass.
Somali'd you.
First of all,
He is
let me
the
just say-
captain now, Karanto.
Bro,
Let me just say
after
this
that
real
thing,
quick.
that dude is Somali.
He's
You're
drunk as
salami,
he
man.
cried.
Holy fuck.